Well, welcome everybody to a big day at Maitland Sports Ground here for the Newcastle Rugby League. We've got Ladies' Day. It is the Ladies' League Tag Gala Day, and conditions, well, it's sunny out there, but it's fairly windy, almost hurricane-like up in the Hunter Valley. And with us, joined in the Bar TV commentary box today, Talia Buckton. How are you, Talia?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. How are yourself?
Oh, I'm not too bad at all. A little bit cold, but we'll get through it. Of course, big game today. Coming up first, we've got Maitland v South. Then we've got Curry v Cessnock. Then, of course, your side, the Western Suburbs side. They'll be taking on Lakes United. Sorry about that. Should be a good day here and a great initiative by the Newcastle Rugby League.
Yeah, it's excellent. I think all the girls are really looking forward to getting out and being able to watch each other play. We normally play before first grade, which is something we're missing out on a bit now, but you know, it's just how it is, and I think it's really good to see that the crowds that are here to watch the women in league.
Yeah, certainly, and the crowd has built a little bit coming in to Maitland. If you are listening in around the area, it's only 40 minutes at most from Newcastle. If you want to come up and enjoy some great ladies league tag up here. And how's everyone feeling about the day? It's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be excellent. I think all the girls are really excited, and yeah, both teams have had a really good warm-up to start off with, and interesting to see what plays are going to come out.
Yeah, certainly our first game coming up, Maitland v South. It's going to be a pretty tight one, I feel. What are the players in here who, for our new to ladies league tag audience, who do we have to look out for?
I think with South, there's quite a few. They're very strong across the board. I think the 6 and 7 combination between Jackie Moriarty and Logan Flanagan is one to watch. Logan's got a great passing game, left to right and right to left long balls. Chantel Graham as well, she's normally always great. And then definitely one to watch is the fullback, Jordan Glanville. Hits the ball up harder than most of the NRL league players, I reckon. Yeah,
definitely. And for the Maitland side, who are you looking forward to getting into action out there today?
There's quite a few across the board there as well that are very strong. A lot of them having a touch football background. Once again, the 6 and 7 combination with Stacey Palmer and Shelby. Great passing game as well. I think they all run off the ball really well. Brittany Carroll and then Brooke Carroll as well, a speedster. Watch her flying up the wing.
Yes, and we're certainly looking forward to the first game coming up in a couple of minutes here on Bar TV Sports. For an audience out there who aren't familiar with Ladies League Tag, what are a couple of nuances and a couple of the rules changes from, I guess, the 13-a-side game?
The main one, obviously, is there is no tackling. It's pulling off the tags. And then, obviously, there's the no scrum. It's still all the same in the sense of you've got to get back your 10, you still have a marker, you kick if you score a goal, and the 6 tackle changeover. But yeah, obviously the big one being the no tackle. You've still got all your defensive things as well. Like obviously you can't shepherd, ball's got to be passed backwards, and obviously the only main difference as well is if you do get like your tag gets pulled off and then you've got to come back, you can actually play the ball. Big one to watch out for though is make sure if they dive over the line, unfortunately, if you get tagged as you're going over but you release the ball over that line, it's classified as you've dropped the ball over the line, so make sure you're holding on to that ball tight.
And now we see the Maitland side playing in pink here today for Ladies' Day, as it's dubbed by the Newcastle Rugby League, led out by their skipper, Brianna Lacey. Referees out on the field as well. And Jackie Moriarty leading the south side out now. So it's going to be a fairly quick contest. The wind, certainly, you can see in that background over there, is blowing. So that may play into, I guess, the side running right to left on your screen here today.
Yeah, I definitely think kicking game's going to be one to use when you've got the wind going with you. That's one thing that South do have. They've got a great kicker in the mix and quite a few girls that can put it on the boot. So it'll be interesting to see if any of the teams today between the 6 clubs do actually incorporate that into their game. And yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see a bit of running football.
Yeah, certainly will. And it looks like the Maitland side will be kicking off, running right to left on your screens here. So kicking into that stiff breeze, South Newcastle running back up the highway towards the beach there. So they'll be looking forward to that in the first half. And hopefully they'll be looking to put a fairly big lead with this wind.
Yeah, definitely. I'm interested in see. Hopefully they take the catch straight off. So see if there's any drop ball, because that wind's definitely going to have movement involved. So fingers crossed that they can get a name to it and catch straight up. And as you can see, the ball's already falling off the tee, so the wind's definitely going to come into play in the game today.
So refereed by Travis Malone in the pink as well, so that might get a little bit confusing out there. And here we go, start of the game. As we see the ball kicked down, trapped nicely inside the 30-metre line, and that'll be first tackle there, or first tag there, as they move forward towards the 30-metre line, not making too much ground. So good, quick defensive line by Maitland there, as Georgia Sargent takes a hit up, and they look pretty good structurally so far, Talia.
Yeah, I think definitely for the first couple, like just seeing how this wind's going to come into it. So a couple of straight hit-ups, not too much ball movement because that wind is going to come out, but we've just had a blocker there play. Ree Howard passed it out to the back to Jordan Glanville, which got an extra bit of space for him, a bit of movement.
Yeah, nice little move. A little run around there, a little kick in behind. So Maitland now with their first chance to attack coming up towards halfway, and that is a fairly good counter-attacking run there, Talia.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be, as I said, it'll be interesting to see how each team plays. There's once again Shelby going through. She holds the ball out in front very well, making it very deceptive to know whether or not she is going to pass it or if she's going to run it herself. It's something that a lot of the girls have incorporated into the game this year. Instead of tucking the ball up underneath their arm, they're doing really well to actually hold that ball out in front.
Yeah, that's a good run there, making some pretty good metres here. The Maitland side, of course, playing in the pink, as we said before, now coming up towards last, and that's kicked out wide, and this could be trouble here if it doesn't go over the sideline, and it does roll into touch, but Sarah Delaney looks very quick on that far wing.
Yeah, the Maitland side actually have quite a few speedsters in the team. If you watch the warm-up as well, they had quite a few of the girls that do the sprint training and warming up, and when we played against them, yeah, it was quite interesting trying to catch them, because once they got a ball down to the wing, they're, yeah, lightning quick down there.
Almost a half gap there, half chance there to Graham, looking for the quick play of the ball. I guess how hard is it for viewers out there to get that quick play of the ball playing the tag format?
Yeah, it is very difficult. Logan Flanagan's through.
Yeah, Flanagan through, trying to step around. She gets around one, does a little bit of a half pirouette, and she's pulled up on the 30-metre line. Yeah,
that's actually a rule there. The reason she didn't go all the way around, in the women's league tag, you can't actually do a 360. So she did the 180 and she had to stop because you can't come back around again, compared to where an Oz tag you can spin around. In this one you can't.
Oh, this will be close here as it opens up now, but pulled up as Carroll gets them over the 40 as they've got space, and now here comes the skipper, Lacey. She's still going. She had support on the outside, but she's pulled up just short of the 30. Now looking for Palmer. Offloading, playing a bit wider here, the Maitland side, and it's a good option because they're finding a bit of space in around the three-quarter line. Now here's Snowden running to the line, little kick in behind for herself, and forced to pick up there, and that'll be called a knock on. I don't know about that. I thought it might have gone backwards there from Mulholland. But the Maitland will get another shot.
It'll be interesting to see what they do. They're right down on the line, and see if they actually put any plays on, if there's going to be any blocker or sweeper plays put on here, or if they're going to bust the line and try and use the pace at all.
Well, they go short side early on. Dummy's thrown, and that'll be the first try. Brooke Carroll goes over. Nice little show and go. Nice dummy. And the Maitland side, they strike first.
Yeah, it's good to see the girls. Maitland's come out really strong. There's been massive improvements this year within the side. They're really playing well together. A lot of them have a touch football background and play a lot of football together. You saw Brittany make that really good run up through the middle. I think they got them really good distance and got them some really good ground for then their halves to come in, settle the play down, and bust through the line. You can see that there was quite a bit of space out there on the short side, and then as you can see, obviously your tries come from that.
Yeah, there's a very good bit of movement, and they saw they were, I guess, short on the short side, but the dummy got it there and got them over the line in the end. So Brooke Carroll goes over, and you mentioned at the top of the broadcast she was one to look out for. And as she took it to the line, the defence went across, and that was a try, and it was pretty easy in the end. Yeah,
definitely. Good to see some bit of confidence coming out of these Maitland girls. As I said, there's been massive improvements from them this year, and good to see them get the first try.
Yeah, definitely. And the crowd, certainly it is the home game first up. It's built. Good scheduling there by the organisers, getting everyone in early. So Lacey with the kick, comes around and just goes under. So unsuccessful there. It was a good effort from about 10 metres in from touch. So 4-0 the score, and that's after 5 minutes of play here at Maitland Sports Ground. And was that your expectations coming into it?
Yes and no. It's as I said, South are sitting up there, and South are a very strong team. I don't think they'd be too fussed by the scoreboard so far. I think they're a team that they can come. I think they could be 20 points down and still come back for a win. So, but as I said, Maitland have really improved throughout the season so far, and they're definitely a team to be contending with. But yeah, I think it's definitely just watch out. I think this South team will definitely still pull up strong. And as I said, losing their 6 and 7, unfortunately, both with knee injuries, was a bit of a challenge for them. But they pulled together extremely well as a team. And yeah, let's just see how they counteract from it, I guess.
Yeah, nice restart there again. And it was Carroll with the run. You mentioned before the injuries, but also there's a couple of players overseas travelling and stuff as well for the South Lionesses. Oh, that's a lovely ball, and the gap opens up as they try and go wide, and good footwork shown again by Snowden.
Yeah, as I said, that's coming back from that 6 and 7 again, so that pass coming there from Palmer, beautiful pass once again into Brittany. So the two girls that play a lot of touch footy together, so they're listening to each other's plays really well, and then once again Shelby backing up for that extra play again. You can see her talking now and communicating really well as a half as where she wants to play is and where they want the ball to go.
Yeah, good organisation.
Oh, and there's a knock on.
Yeah, good pressure out wide by, I guess, the winger in the centre. Really came through quickly on the ball, and it was a very good tactical kick there by Palmer. So they'll retain the ball again, the Maitland side. They go short side through Carroll, but she's taken nicely. Good awareness from Marker by the south side. Here's Lacey going to the line and taken again by Howard. Now they'll come across. Morrison she'll take a settling play as Snowden is lined up to the left. She'll take the line on, and nice little play in behind. Oh, good footwork again, out wide, and this will be close. She's tagged a last-ditched effort there. It was Khan Jordan. Unmarked, but coming across was the South's defence. Now the kick across, it's a good one. It goes backwards. Oh, look at that wind, it's taken it, but somehow gets the bounce forward. This could be trouble for South, and no, it's not. It's going to be trouble now for Waterhouse as she streaks away. Has she got the pace? No, she hasn't.
Excellent tag there as well. You can see it. She turned the hand on the outside to go with the wind as well. And yeah, excellent tag.
Little bit of space on the short side there for Scullion, and she's taken. So marker play very good for the Pickers side.
Something I've just noticed, something to watch out for as well, is unfortunately as you're pulling those tags off, they are lightweight material, so they're flying away quite a bit in the first few minutes of this game. If you don't get them quickly, you're going to have to run a couple extra metres to try and find your tag.
Good run there by Parry. Yeah, that's one of the things to look out for here. As they're over halfway now, the south side, they haven't really made use of the wind behind their backs, and they'll look for the kick in the corner. Oh, that is a brilliant charge down. And here she goes. Can she get over for a second? They won't
catch her.
Sargent goes under the sticks, streaks away for the second try, and that's very good commitment by the number 11.
Yeah, Brooke Carroll, she's extremely quick, and once she puts her foot down, she is a motor, and she's someone that's very hard to catch. Not a lot in the league that can catch her.
Sorry, Carroll it was. She went away, and what about the charge down? It was perfectly timed.
Yeah, excellent commitment, arms straight up in the air, hands to the side, and yeah, excellent outcome for her.
Underneath the post too, so you'd almost expect this one to go over from Lacey.
Yeah, we hope so. I just, have to, I suppose, just judge that wind and how it's moving. And, yeah, I suppose not too many people are trained in this type of wind for kicking, so let's see how she goes.
Yeah, Brooke Carroll, she's been outstanding so far here today. Dangerous every time she's touched the ball and really hounding the kicker then. I was just about to say they needed it deep in the corner, and she must have heard me out there.
Definitely.
And that one, this time the flags go up, so the conversion successful. 10-0 is the score.
Yeah, she put it straight over the black dot, so excellent kick from her. And, it's been really interesting to watch them. They're playing an excellent game of football. They're running to the line. The holes they're hitting is just incredible. So, yeah, good on them. So,
kick restart. We've had a About 10 minutes of play, 10-0 the score. And you mentioned before that Souths have the firepower to score and come back, hit back any time of the match. Do you think coming into half-time, have they got a couple of tries in? They look a little bit disorganised at the moment.
Oh, well, yeah, they can, but there you go. They've just had a brilliant kick to get the restart up on the line, and this is where Souths are really dangerous. The way they attack the line is simply brilliant. They run probably the hardest lines in the comp and they just run to holes really well, and they have really good organisational skills in the sense of a lot of them all do actually have that Oz-tag background. So they take the ball right to the line before offloading, which is what makes it really hard to make that final tag. Because, they've got the sweepers and the blockers forever running through as well.
So, but he played the ball 10 metres out. Great restart there. As Graham takes it up, she's a couple of metres short. They'll play one out as parry's taken. So now here come those angles you were talking about. It opens up and that'll be a try. I thought she was tagged there, Glanville. No, he's called the tag. No, he's called the try.
Oh, he's called the try. There we go.
Glanville goes over for South first.
Looks like there's a little bit of confusion out there, but he's called that the ball is down first. And
I thought she got the ball down first. But the Pickers side, they tried to get away with that one.
Yeah, definitely. And as I said, that's once again that, as I said, they run them lines hard. They have the switches and the blockers coming in. And once again, as I said, Jordan Glanville's by far one of the hardest runners in the league, and she just demonstrated her skill there.
So we were just mentioning there, do they have the strike power to hit back? And certainly with a couple of well-worked plays, 2 settling plays, and then that angle run was too much for the Pickers' defence.
Yeah, definitely. I think that it's just in maybe the 2 plays just before that, a few of the girls come in the Maitland side, maybe committed a few too many to the tag, which made it a lot easier for when they played that error in a play where they had the double sweeper come across and then Jordan come back under. Made it a lot easier because there was the space there for her to go low and get through.
So flags go up, conversion successful. We saw out there as well, it was tough to keep the ball on that tee, but they got there in the end, and so the score now 10-6, and South's proving they have fight, ready to fight back in this match. First day here of the Newcastle Rugby League's Ladies' Day. It's a gala day, so we've got 3 big matches played here today. Stay tuned till 2 o'clock where you'll be playing and featuring Talia.
I'll be playing in that game. And as I said, we're a lot like South and sense of, and on all the teams this year, that we have quite a lot of depth across the whole paddock. But quite a few girls that just play quite a few different sports as well and stand out and have some hard line runners. But will be a strong game against Lakes.
That one swirls around, bounces, tough to take, but in the end bounces up into Howard's hands.
Yep.
And they go short side. Nice awareness shown there. Was the play and it was on.
Yeah, Logan Flanagan out of the half there. She's a brilliant player. As I said, she great passing game and great touch football player as well. So, she's definitely one out to watch and representing in the touch football world quite high, and good on her.
There she is there, stepping forward into the marker, trying to take them out, and Sargent that time takes the hit up.
Looks like Souths are about to make 2 quick subs, which is good. They're 2 quite strong players coming on as well, so interesting to see if these girls can come in, get involved and make an impact.
There was a question mark whether Fraser would be fit to play today, and she's out there, so that's 6 more now for Souths. That was a better kick, better option, but there's some space on the short side for Scullion, and that's the 2nd time she's gone down there, but that'll be a penalty there as she works that one. Does the number 4?
Yeah, coming once again close to the line. It'll be interesting to see what plays they put on. They are probably one of the strongest team with actually using the plays. They don't just try to break the line. They have quite a few errors, splitters, blockers and stuff that they'll put on. So interesting to see what they'll put under here.
Well, Glanville turning the player under there. She couldn't go with it. Graham, and that'll be a turnover. So opportunity wasted there. But they're deep in the Pickers' half now. It'll be some effort to get up the other end of the field coming towards half time.
Yeah, definitely. I think the girls will be keeping an eye on that clock, and I think the girls just need to settle it down a little bit, play a bit of smart football. Remember that wind is quite strong, and maybe need them short, sharp passes, and just settle the ball a little bit.
Snowden was calling for the ball then, went underneath. But they went outside. There's some space on the short side here if they go that way. No, they go back to the open. It was 3-on-1.
Yeah, I tell you what, if she released that ball, then there was a massive overlap out here. But yeah, excellent defence from South, and there's just a kick there from Palmer, and they've got the bounce as well. But here comes Jordan Glanville hitting it back up, running those hard lines again. She's broken through.
Here she comes, all right. Can she get the pace and get to the line? And she's lost a
excellent
tag. And now Glanville tries to milk it, but gee, she looked good hitting back there. She was under all sorts of pressure by the kick chase team for the Maitland side.
Yeah, she runs those lines extremely hard, and I tell you what, it makes it extremely hard to tag. And the penalty's going to Maitland.
Interesting to see what that one was for, maybe. You might be able to shed some light on that one for us. She moved forward, maybe?
Yeah, I think she's come off early, so yeah, interesting to see that one. As I said, didn't see the hand signal, so I missed that one, but yeah, the referees called it, so there must have been an infringement there.
I think it was for moving into the marker, and we saw down here as well, the South players sort of stepping forward. We mentioned it before, so maybe that was what it was for.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, it's one thing, you can't take out your markers, you can't block them, you can't put your hands out at all. You simply play the ball and pick your tags up, put it back on. So, yeah, not too much contact here.
Brooke Carroll turned inside that time. She looks dangerous every time she's touched the ball. That's intercepted now. Oh, the tag is missed. A little bit of a head clash there, I thought. And that's dropped, and I thought very unlucky there, Flanagan.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she came in, and so one of the other rules is when you are pulling off the tags, you can't come anywhere near the arms at all. You've got to be very careful with how you do pull off the tags and stuff as well. And yeah, I think there was a bit of a clash there, and after she pulled the tag, held on to her a little bit longer, and that's where the ball came from. But yeah, never mind, it's turnover, and they'll just have to have a big set of defence.
So Morrison with a settling play, midfield.
Yeah, I think that play between Shelby, Morrison and Palmer through the middle is doing Maitland extremely well. Brittany, once again, out in the half there, unfortunately just getting a quick tag. But yeah, them three through the middle is doing extremely well. And then out to that pace out wide, it's dangerous for them.
Well, they're looking for it again out wide, and again it will just find the touchline. And Delaney out there. She's quick, but unfortunately not quick enough that time. Good day up here at Maitland. Of course, if you are listening in, you want to get to the ground, head up here to the newly revamped sports ground. Great facility. As Glanville takes one forward. It's about 10 metres on it. Now they use the short side again. Oh, stepping through nicely, Scullion.
There's space out here out wide. If they can get that ball out wide, there's quite a fair bit of room to move and quite a few holes. Between Shelby and then the centre, there's quite a big gap out there.
Now they move forward, and just one off the ruck there for Moriarty, who's the captain here today for the South side. Now taking on the line, dummying. There's a chance there for Fraser on the inside, but wasn't quite there. Now they come across. Moriarty with a ball grubbing kick over the head there. This will be close here, and can South score? Yes, they can. Waterhouse on the far side.
The touch here, I think, is called the sideline.
Unlucky there for the Lions.
Well, so it's a 20-metre restart. Back out they come.
So let off there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what, with only 6 minutes left in the game, see what Maitland will put on here. If they'll keep playing their wide play, maybe do a couple of three settles up through the middle, and then, yeah, spread it wide and get to that pace again.
Yeah, definitely the left side is where they've been the most successful here today, and that's the way they go. Oh, nice hands there. It was Barr. Clutched it from nowhere, coming out of dummy half. Morrison again, she's had a fairly high work rate.
Yeah, she has, as I said, making a lot of metres through the middle and doing an extra play for them, and interesting to see where they're going to go with this one. Shelby taking the line on.
Yeah, just unlucky there, the ball going to ground, and Mia Jenkins, the reserve, on the field now. Just stuttering at the line there was Palmer.
Last tag, interesting to see where the kick's going to go on this one.
Nice little bending kick off the side of the boot, and Glanville at the back there. She's got a wall of Pickers defence, but she gets through the first line, and in the end, desperation stuff there as the tag's pulled off.
Yeah, Maitland tags are going to have to be careful because one of their girls actually are missing a tag. If you can see, there's a tag in the middle that it's come off in the wind, so they can't. Whoever is missing that tag can't make it. Oh, and there it is. Brittany Paulson just quickly picked it up and chucked it on a hip.
Another good run there by Flanagan as well. She's been dominating. Mulholland stepping away, jinking, and she gets them over the halfway. Now they go wide through Howard. Howard drifts across field up to the 40. Fraser in a dummy half.
Yeah, I think if South to come through and score another try, they need to keep getting a push on that ball. Just coming through that third and fourth touch, there wasn't a lot of run with each other, and that's something they're really strong with in general play. Is they get a great push on the ball from both sides. So
if Flanagan finds a bit of space too, it bounces back in favour of the South side. Waterhouse puts the kick in herself, but in the end it's regathered, and here come the pickers, but pulled down was Carroll. And Sargent there, she's a rock in the middle, isn't she?
Oh, she is. She's a very strong player. I think she does a lot of work for a team, I think she does, and doesn't matter whether it's in attack or in defence, she's always puts her hand up to take that hit up even when people are tired. It's great to see.
So Snowden with a tap. Oh, that ball's dropped, unfortunately, there for Jenkins. It's going to be called back. South's looking to take the advantage, but unfortunately couldn't make the most of it. And now, can they get something? 3 minutes to go and almost through the gap there. Scullion, she's been dangerous on that left edge.
She has. She's been doing a lot of work for them, pushing off the ball off Jackie Moriarty, which is good to see. And I think if South go into the sheds at half-time with a bit of a positive attitude, there's 3 minutes to go, and I think they really need to get a push on the ball and hopefully try and get a try here.
Well, Scullion almost through again. And I think the wind has spun around. It's going across field now. In behind, here's Glanville. Glanville trying to slice the line. She couldn't quite get through.
Still quite a bit of space short side.
Yeah,
they've come short.
Flanagan
unlucky.
was calling for it, and as you said, there was a bit of space there, and it was 3-on-2, and they couldn't convert.
Once again, Brittany Paulson taking another hit up for him to get him out of that danger zone. I think the Maitland girls are just trying to hold on to that ball to get themselves through to half-time. Oh, and they've let it go there.
Looking for the cutout pass, and the hand came out there from Brittany Carroll. I don't think she was the intended target.
No, I don't think so. I think they were going with a blocker there, and unfortunately she's got her hand to it, and ball went to ground and gives South another chance with 2 minutes to go, 20 metres out.
And the short side, Glanville works it, and it's going to be close. No, another desperation tag there.
Yeah, I think they might hit it towards the post, and Jordan will take it up.
And she goes over, she goes herself and makes it look very easy, Glanville there, and that's another try to South, and they level the scores coming into half-time.
Yeah, she hits that ball up, as I said earlier in the game, that she is one of the hardest runners of the ball, and when she does run at you that hard, it is so hard to get those tags off, and once again makes it look easy and just busts straight over the line, straight through 3 or 4 defenders.
Yeah, we saw there. She went down the short side. She's been pretty good, Waterhouse. And Glanville just picks up and goes through.
Yeah, just right as a couple of tags are trying to get her, she turns them hips on the side, which makes it very difficult to make the tag because you're getting ready to pull it and then the hips turn sideways and they're completely moved in a different direction. And, yeah, she uses the hips extremely well. Once again, being a very highly represented Oztag player, she knows how to run through the line very well.
Well, there's a minute remaining in the half, and this is the chance to go ahead for the first time for the South side here today.
Yeah, with the wind as well, she's a very strong kicker. She doesn't miss a lot, so be interesting to see using the wind and if she can get it over that black dot for him and potentially get him in the lead.
So the crowd hushes. It's a tough one. Kicking into the wind, but it looks pretty good as it comes around. Oh, that is a lovely kick.
There she goes, straight over that black dot. As I said, she doesn't miss a lot. She's an excellent kicker for them, and definitely in this game, the kicks can definitely make or break the game and get you the win. And as I said, there she goes. Just by putting it over that black dot, she puts them into the lead going into the second half.
12-10 the score. And we may just miss the kickoff there, and we're going to go into half-time. And it was all Maitland early on, Talia, and then South hit back, as we said. They may just do, and they've hit the lead into half-time. What are your thoughts on the half?
Yeah, I think it was a definite strong half for Maitland. I think even though they're down by 2 points, they can definitely come into the sheds with an extremely positive attitude and, a lot of positives coming from the game. They're definitely hitting that line extremely well, hitting holes, and they're very dangerous out there. You can see that the South girls were struggling in defence trying to hold them girls out, especially when they're coming out on that left edge. But yeah, as I said, South hit that ball up so dangerously hard. As soon as they get close to that line, they are very hard to stop. So it'll be interesting to see what each coach says coming into the halftime break and what they're going to come out with and change for the game for the second half.
We're going to take a quick break and come back with all the second half action here on Bar TV Sports. Well, welcome back, everybody, to Bar TV Sports coverage of the Newcastle Rugby League's Ladies' Day. It's the Gala Day up here at Maitland Sports Ground. And we've had a cracking first half in the Maitland versus South game. South hitting the lead, 12-10 just before half-time. And with us up in the commentary box, she's one of the best all-round sports people coming out of Newcastle and the Hunter Valley for present day, Talia Buckton. Welcome back, Talia. You're looking forward to the second half.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to the second half. I think Maitland has controlled the ball extremely well in the first half, attacking up through that centre part of the field. The kicking game, the passing game, and hitting holes is next to none. It's quite brilliant, but just unfortunately coming off their own line a couple of times. I think they've pushed the pass a couple too many where they should have just tucked it under the arm and taken it up, and gave South a couple of repeat sets. And you give South repeat sets on the line, that's where they are the most dangerous, and simple as simple, they've busted over in 2 quick tries.
Yeah, it was all Maitland early on in the first half, and just possession got the better of them. With that wind, it looks like it has. Now it's coming back towards us.
Yeah, so interesting to see how the teams, if after having the halftime break, if the coaches will say to use the wind a little bit more, and if there's any positional changes, or how they're going to change, how South are going to change their defence to counteract Maitland, because as we've said, that the Maitland's just coming through the middle with excellent passing and using that edge.
Yeah, they're finding it easy in that midfield area, and indeed in the 22 we saw some very good tries put on by the Maitland side.
Yeah, excellent. I think, as I said, the use of the blockers and just really taking that ball, holding that ball out in front of them. And yeah, the 6 and 7 with Shelby and Palmer doing extremely well. But they're just straight off there. South come out strong, and excellent kick. And let's see if, once again, they're down on the line where they are the strongest, what they're going to put on here.
Yeah, it was a brilliant kick-off again. Second time we've seen it here today. So, as you said, South's chance to attack on the line. Here's Georgia Sargent again, always taking the first one up, and she's been busy out there today. She
has, making a lot of runs and a lot of tags, and hits it up hard, and never looks tired. And there's the angle changes by the girls, double sweeper behind.
A lovely move there, and bumping off one. There's space out wide, needs to pass it. No, she doesn't. Scullion goes over for the first try of the second half.
Yeah, I think very deserving from her as well. She's done a lot of plays and put in a massive effort in the first half. Had a lot of touch on the ball, so yeah, good for her to get the reward there.
Yeah, it certainly was. It was a well-worked play, and they did that set up to midfield. There was angle runners around the marker and dummy half, and in the end they scored out wide through Scullion. And as you said, well-deserved try.
Yeah, it looks like they've had double switch, switch in one side, switch back to the other side for, once again, Jordan Glanville to hit the line, and then she's taken them in, and a couple of girls come in, past to Logan Flanagan, and Logan Flanagan bumped one of them off, which completely allowed move in the game. So she's unfortunately, the defender's gone down, and beautiful pass to Logan out wide, and yeah, tries come from it. Let's see if they can convert.
Well, Glanville was almost tagged as well. This one comes across. Oh, the wind took it over. That's a lovely conversion again by Waterhouse.
Yeah, excellent conversion there. And you can just see it as that ball picked up, the massive movement with the wind out to the right-hand side.
Neymar would have been proud of that in the World Cup.
Yeah, definitely. Excellent swing in the ball.
The curve on it. Less rolling around out here, though.
Yeah, definitely not as soft.
So it'll be the Pickers now to restart the play, and they'll be disappointed with that start, letting the ball bounce into touch, and it really set it up for the south side in this second half. 18-10 now the score, 3 from 3 conversions. Couldn't ask for a better start of the second half, and here they go now, the Pickers, and they'll find a bit of grass themselves, but it'll pull up, and she'll have to dive on it there, but under some pressure there was Moriarty, the captain.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something that's going to come into the play today, is definitely the kicking, that you need to have someone posted on those sidelines, and off the kickoff make sure you get a name to it, because that ball is moving so much, holding up and really allowing for the defence to come up.
Another good run there by Scullion, and she's taken around the waist.
Yeah, very lucky there not to be a penalty from the number 9. It's actually in the League K game, you actually can't wrap your arms around the hips at all.
Yeah, she was lucky to get away with that then, wasn't she?
Yeah, so she completely had her arm wrapped around the girl's hips. So, yeah, very lucky to get away with that one.
Flanagan with the clearing kick. It's a good one. Gets nice and deep into Pickers territory. Trying to hit it back there is Palambini, who's on the field. Now they drift across. Sorry, it's McLeish on the field.
Oh, and
Palmer gets through. Sorry to cut you off there.
Great tag by Chantel Graham as well.
And she's pulled up short. Now they're looking to come back through the skipper there, Lacey. Looking to ignite her team. This time it's Jenkins. Just settling at midfield. Last tackle. Stepping off the left. Nice work. Will she look to kick? No, she's going to look to run. She's had a very good half, Snowden, but falling short of the kick there.
Maybe didn't know if that one was if that was last or not, but either way, they're just up near halfway, so interesting to see what South will put on here.
Yeah, well, they put on a little first play, switching back towards the ruck, and now looking for the quick play. The ball through Parry. Parry gets about 10 metres there.
Yeah, they're Maitland aren't coming up as a defensive line, so the girls are making nearly 10 metres every time, so interesting to see if the girls will step up here.
Oh, that's a very good run again, just shifting her body, trying to get through Graham. And she earns the penalty, all offside there. So 6 more the south side will get, and it's looking very dangerous now for the Pickers. They need to lift.
Yeah, the South girls are in their favourite territory, right down on the line. This is where they're dangerous with the plays, and it'll be interesting to see what they put on down here.
So Moriarty goes into dummy half. Parry gets the ball. She'll go forward. Picking up about 5 that time. Here's Sargent. Sargent stepping through, skipping through almost. Flanagan comes across, little switch play, cuts back in field. She's taken though, good awareness off the line by the Pickers. Little confusion there as they come out of dummy half. Now looking, they've got space on the edge. Pulled up short there, Waterhouse. Here's Flanagan again, kicking across field, comes off the side of the boot. This should be a try if she can get it out wide, and yeah, that'll be a try there for Morgan on the far side.
Ooh.
May have been winded there by the grounding, but it was a nice kick, good option, probably the best option as they go over.
Yeah, it was a good one there. I'm not sure if it was meant to come back that far, but yeah, excellent replay by the girls and excellent teamwork as well from the centre there to actually pass out to the winger to guarantee that try.
Yeah, set up nicely. And the crossfield kick came on and wasn't selfish as it came across, offloaded the ball, and good try there for Morgan.
This will be a massive kick by Amy to see if she can get this one over the dot, see if the wind can assist her at all, or yeah, see if she can get it over that black dot, because it is quite a far bit way out for her, so really interesting to see if the wind's going to come into play in this one at all.
Yeah, it looks like she may be kicking into the breeze this time. So it's going to be tough. As you see the flags on the far side there. They've switched angles again for us, Talia.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting. The wind actually does keep changing. So it's useful in some senses. And then, yeah, trying to convert it's very hard. She's really going to have to put her foot through this one if she's going to get it over.
Well, it's nice and low, but won't find the distance there. So first miss of the day. And it was the toughest probably attempt of the day.
Yeah, definitely a tough one, as I said, with the wind changing, going against it, having it all the way out wide. She was really going to have to get a big kick onto it, but unfortunately falling short. Be interesting to see how the Maitland girls kick off this one and how South receive it. You can see that they've got people painted on the sidelines on both sides, knowing that that wind is quite strong, but so it leaves the middle of the paddock free. If they can actually put it up high and just bounce it in the middle before that front row, they'll be able to get the defensive line up quick.
Well, you almost picked it there. Tactically astute is Talia Buckton. Moriarty almost juggles it there.
Yeah, takes it off the knee, off the leg. Sorry, a lot of the girls are using that very smartly with this wind. It's you never know where it's bouncing, so yeah, using the legs to control the ball and then picking it up.
Almost skipped away there, Howard. They had a couple of grabs at the tags and couldn't quite get them.
Oh, no-look pass
nice
there.
No-look pass. Short ball almost.
Last play here.
Yeah, last tackle, and that's a tag there, so really need to release the ball out of dummy half there, Howard. She was caught So now Maitland, what can they do? It's 22-10. They need a couple of tries converted to level the scores here on the Newcastle Rugby League Ladies Gala Day.
Yeah, something Maitland's doing really well is getting the ball out of that hooker, out of that half roll really quickly, getting it low and passing it off, where unfortunately, the South girls and Rehau just standing up a little bit to pass that ball, which is allowing the Maitland girls to get that easy tag out.
Coming back across field now, Snowden almost again getting through, but the gap closed up. Now Palmer goes across field. Oh, the tag. It was last minute. She was halfway through that gap there. By the fingernails, that one. Now Snowden with a kick over the top. Bouncing around. This could be close. Oh, she's got a couple, Carroll, already, and she almost got a third there.
She did. And, she's away.
That is a miracle, getting out of the in goal there, and she's still going. Nice run there, Waterhouse. Using the short side was Glanville. Calling for the offside there. Thought she might have had a case.
Yeah, calling for the offside, but it wasn't the girl running through that was off that made the tag. It was someone else. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see where South can make. Because you can see Maitland are struggling to get back on side at the moment. So 7's still off. The ref's called her. So they're coming through and, getting some quick attacking play while that Maitland line's broken.
Well, Moriarty, she drifted across and switched back the angle, almost finding the gap. And here comes Souths again, up to halfway. Through Parry that time.
Last play, so we'll see if there's a kick on here by Logan Flanagan.
Yeah, good option there by Flanagan. That time she got back deep and made sure the ball came to her. And here comes McLeish, almost charging through on the fringe there.
Yeah, very lucky tackle there by Nicole, so good work on her making that tag, because I don't know if a lot of people would have caught her.
Delaney. Good quick play the ball there. Now they're on the front foot, the Pickers. Morrison comes back. The South Ladies League tag side may look a little in front of this referee at the moment, so they'll have to watch themselves as Palmer again drifts across, shows the ball, but she's tagged easily. Here's Carroll coming across. Snowden had runners on the outside, chose to go herself. Now, again, Carroll looking to use that footwork. Instead, she kicks it, and now Sargent comes up with it.
Once again, another great hit up.
Yeah, she's been safe all day, hasn't she? And
she has, under the higher balls, under the kicks, with the tags and with her running. Excellent team member to have in there.
So 13 minutes to go. South's content just to play one out at the moment. As Flanagan turns inside. Oh, that's a lovely ball to Parry. Dummies. She needs support. She doesn't need support. And in the end,
oh look, there she is.
The tag right on the line. There's trouble if they go to the left. Moriarty, netball pass, and this will be a try for Waterhouse. In the corner. A good lead-up play too.
Yeah, that was excellent there. All the girls had to get the basketball pass out to get it out and around, but yeah, good to see them get it out onto the wing for the try.
Yeah, excellent lead-up play for that one.
Yeah,
as we see the break.
Yeah, just a bit of a mention there to Brooke Carroll that just before that try was actually scored, the winger came all the way across to actually cover that play in the middle. So made that try-saving tag, but unfortunately the team couldn't get there to cover the short side, and they scored out on the wing. But yeah, excellent cover again by Brooke Carroll.
26-10, and we said the last one for Waterhouse was hard, but this one's right on the sideline, trying to convert her own try. She has the wind behind her. Oh, looks good coming back around, but unfortunately just missing. Good effort, though.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. 12 minutes left in the game. I think both teams are starting to feel it a little bit in their legs. You can see when they're defending, the girls are a little bit slower to get on side, and they're not pushing up as a defensive line. We've already seen one penalty for offside, so I think this last 12 minutes, whoever can really lift, attack a bit harder and not play just one-out football, but have a really big push on the ball. And, yeah, that's really going to change and open the game up as these defensive lines start to get a little bit jagged and break down a little.
Well, we know Maitland, they can put on quick tries themselves.
Yeah,
we saw
definitely.
it early in the first half.
Yeah, their passing game was incredible. As I said, a lot of them having a touch football background, that definitely helps. Even with the NRL, with the Kalen Ponga, you can see that all these sports stars that are coming out now, a lot of them have a touch football background, and like that as well, these girls have that, and their passing game's very strong, and hopefully they can use their edges again and maybe see another try come their way.
And then again, it lands in about the same spot. Moriarty can't go with it. Fraser, who's back on the field.
Yeah, she's having a good game just after becoming a mum, so excellent to see her out there and having a run.
Howard drops the ball that time, so Pickers, they need to hit back. And
yeah, there's a lot of space out on that left side if they choose to go out there, which they're going out there too, and let's see if they can put something on.
Yeah, Snowden drifts across. Oh, sorry, it wasn't Snowden, it was Carney. Palmer goes back inside, shows and goes. Talia Howard. Oh, that's a lovely run there. I thought she was through Brittany Carroll. She wasn't.
Fraser making another excellent tag, another Oz tag background.
Unlucky there. I thought she might have grabbed that at the same time.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Flanagan?
Yeah, the ref's calling that she's pulled that one out. So, unfortunately, one of the Maitland girls is down. I think that's Carroll down there.
Yeah, it's Brooke Carroll.
Yeah, and they're waving for someone to come over, so hopefully she'll be okay and can get back up.
We'll see a substitution as well for Maitland as Karen Jordan comes on the field. So a little bit of a stoppage in play. And Carroll will be coming from the field. Unfortunate because she's been one of Maitland's best out there today.
Yeah, she's had a really strong game for them. As I said, in defence, she made that excellent cover defence and got a tag and hits it up a lot on that edge. And, yeah, very dangerous, very elusive. Her speed and agility is very hard to mark up on.
Mia Jenkins comes to the sideline. She'll be the replacement player. She's seen a bit of game time out there today.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Maitland can put on here. We've seen that when South get the ball and they get a repeat set down on the line, they've practically got a try every time. So hopefully Maitland can do the same thing, maybe put on some sweeper or block plays and open up those angles a little bit.
So coming across field. And here she is now. Replacement player Mia Jenkins runs back towards the sticks. Palmer calling for the ball, looking for the play in behind to Brittany Carroll. Couldn't quite hit her. Now Brittany Carroll is standing open. That's a hefty clash there. And we'll see a bit of stoppage time because that didn't look too good.
No, she's holding her head, so hopefully she's okay there.
It was an innocuous clash, but in any case, you heard the slap and just drifted across field and just got a body positioned in the wrong spot there.
Yeah, she did. It's unfortunate. Just to play before that as well, they did look to have the blocker come out to Britt, but unfortunately just a bit of lack of communication, I think, there, and it broke down. They came back for the hit up, but yeah, hopefully this young one can get back up after this one, and it's just a bit of a stinger, as we see by the looks of it. Carroll might be coming back on to replace her.
Yeah, it looks like she's still limping a little bit though, Carroll.
Yeah, she's a runner. I think she's pretty tough. All these girls are that are in the league now, so hopefully she'll be able to walk that one off and might be coming back on for them.
Well, she hasn't moved. Her arms are moving out there, but been put in that recovery position.
Oh, yeah,
as a duty of care.
Yeah, they're picking her up now, so hopefully, yeah, she's all right there. Maybe it's just a bit of a stinger and a bit of a shock as well. A lot of these girls, as I said, this being a tag game and not contact, when you do have a hard contact and you hit the ground, there's a little bit of winding and a bit of that shock impact as well that do worry a few of the girls that haven't played, say, a tackle or contact sport before. Oh, she actually looks a bit giddy just coming off the back there. The trainer's getting their hands behind her, so might be, other than an injury, maybe a bit of
I think it was a head clash, to be fair. So they're going to pick her up and get her off the field. And we've got about 7 minutes to play.
Yeah, good sportsmanship there by all the girls, getting around as soon as the injury happened and helping her and stopping the game instantly, and then clapping her off the field as well.
And that's a penalty as well.
Yeah. As we said earlier, you can't bring your arms around at all, and that's what he's given the penalty for. Is the arms were wrapped around her body, so penalty there.
Morrison taps, and she's well accounted for. Carney steps off her left, goes towards the line, but she goes into traffic. Now they drift across. Jenkins. This will be trouble here. Snowden can't get a ball away.
Yeah, 4 so far. It's just straight one hit up, so hopefully the girls can actually put some switches or some plays on as we come into 5th and last, and maybe get a kick out. And that's
Carroll,
6 and change over.
Yeah, she was looking to really start something there, Carroll, and didn't quite have the runners around her to support the play.
Yeah, I think maybe they just needed to get a little bit more depth off the ball. There was a lot of flat running there, unfortunately, which allowed it very easy for the Souths to move up, take them 3 steps forward, and then slide in defence and, make those tags.
Good run by Howard, slowing the play down. They're ahead, 26-10. Can they hold the lead, and can they extend the lead? As Parry taken short of the 30, coming across as Moriarty.
There's a blocker out to the Amy Waterhouse, very quick on the wing there, but equally as quick the Maitland winger to cover that.
Yeah, nice tag there by Maitland coming across. It was the captain, Lacey.
Yeah, she's also done a lot of work for them during this game, which is excellent to see.
A good ball by Carroll, opens up for Snowden. She's pulled up over halfway, a couple of metres over. And Barr's looking for some space out wide, almost finding a hole there. Oh, that's a good run. Getting away from a couple. Karen Jordan, she's just come back on the field. As is this lady, Carroll, passing to Snowden. Snowden with no runners there, so she takes the tag.
Yeah, I think this is really important this stage of the game. They need to really work on those passes in the running games, and here comes the wingers, and very lucky cover defence there by Amy Waterhouse, because those 2 Maitland girls were flying down that sideline for that ball.
Yeah, nice work there by Waterhouse, because they were on her, and here comes Glanville up the field, and she's taken. Last line of defence to tag. Comes back about 5 minutes. It's been double taken off, so she was a bit confused as to where to go there.
Yeah, and especially with, as I said, this wind and those tags flying around. You normally go to your tag and that's generally your mark, but these tags are flying everywhere, so you really need to rely on your players in the defence line to know where to go back to.
Oh, the gap opens up, and this will be close here as Flanagan goes up the field, but in the end, great last gap defence there by the Maitland side. As they come across now, they've got width on the passes here, the south side. You mentioned that's where they're strong as well. Moriarty now, last tackle. Support there, Waterhouse. She is brought back for a forward pass.
Yeah, that last pass there, just drifting forward a little bit, unfortunately. But it was good to see that they're running that ball on that last play still, and still, even though they are ahead 26-10, they're still wanting to attack that ball and into the final third.
Couple of minutes remaining. We're live here on Bar TV Sports. Plenty of action still to come today as the Maitland side hit the ball up. We got Curry, Cessnock, and then West, your side, Talia, taking on Lakes.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting game. As I said, there's all the teams currently have a few injuries, a few people travelling. One of our stars is Em Copens, and she's pregnant at the moment, so that's her season finished. But excellent. Had a first excellent half for us, half of the season, and Lakes have picked up a couple of excellent plays. I just saw Estelle Hughes walk in with the Lakes uniform on, which is going to be an excellent little additive for them in there as well.
Oh, Fraser stepping around. She's been really good since she's come on the park. Has the 12 there for South. Fraser now drifting across is Howard.
if they could get that pathway then on the wing, I think she would have been in. But, yeah, interesting to see where they can go. Logan's taken off short side.
Yeah, it was the option there. Lizzie Allen looking for the ball, and they get it right across through Mulholland. Little push there too.
Yeah, Howard just getting a little bit feisty there as it comes to the back end. And, there you go with the
lovely
error.
Ball just coming. Did she get tagged? No, she didn't. That's a try. Chantel Graham with the error play, as you call it.
Yeah, so the error, some do it's one of two ways. So you have the two go one way and the sweeper come underneath, which you can just see in there. And, yeah, just the changing up of those angles. Once again, very strong with them.
Yeah, good try, and coming towards full time now. As the clock winds down, it'll be the last kick of the day, and 30 points to 10 in the end. The South Side really dominated here in the ladies' league tag.
Yeah, I think a big thing with them that they have in their game, as I said, is a lot of them do all have the odds tag background. So when they do get down onto the line, compared where if you had a look at the Maitland last attacking set down on the line, it was all the one-up plays. There was no sweepers, wrappers, blockers or anything put on, but as soon as South hit down at that back line, there's sweepers, wraps, they're fading, they're throwing cut-out balls, and just there putting on the double. Two plays going one way, the one sweeper coming underneath that a lot of people call an error, and yeah, it's just that changing of angles unfortunately got them.
Oh, that's a good kick there by the substitute, Lizzie Allen.
Yeah, as we said earlier, she doesn't miss a lot. She's an excellent player and excellent kicker.
Yeah, excellent kicker, an excellent game there as well, as the referee blows full time, 30 points to 10. And what did you make of the game, and who was your best out there, Taylor?
Oh, I think all the girls pulled through really well. I think there's definitely a couple of standouts in the South team. Jordan Glanville making, as I said, as soon as they get down on that line, she runs the ball extremely hard. Amy Waterhouse out on the wing, done a lot of kicking, made a lot of runs up the wing, and also a lot of tags. Chantel Graham played extremely well through the middle as well. I think Georgia Sargent, as we mentioned earlier, a lot of tags, a lot of runs up there, and Logan Flanagan as well held the ball out in front really well and opened up the attacking game for them.
Well, thanks very much. You'll join us for a little bit longer here, and then you'll have to go and get ready for your big match. We're going to take a quick break here on Bar TV Sports and come back with all the action in the Curry v Cessnock Battle of the Coalfields here at Maitland Sports Ground for Bar TV Sports. Well, welcome back, everybody, to the Bar TV Sports coverage of the Newcastle Rugby League Ladies League Tag Gala Day up here. They've dubbed it Ladies Day, and I'll tell you what, there's plenty of people here rolling into Maitland number 2 Sports Ground, and she'll be playing later on. She's part of the West setup, but she's also one of a very talented sports person in her own right, Talia Buckton. Talia, we saw a pretty good game just before. Now we're going to preview the Curry versus Cessnock game. Battle of the Coalfields. It's the one everyone loves to see.
Yep, definitely.
And how do you think this one's going to go? The Cessnock side, plenty of depth. They could almost have 2 sides here.
They do. They've got large depth there, and once again, both teams have massively developed throughout the season, especially from last year as well. There was quite a bit of big segregation between the Newcastle teams and the Coalfields, where this year they've really pulled together, and it's very competitive. And something I'll mention with the Curry team is their kicking game is absolutely phenomenal. So it'll be interesting to see how they use the wind. When we came up against them, they were smashing us with their kicking game, as in their kicking on the field, not as in kicking for tries, but their last play options, and hits them corners beautifully and got excellent pace up the wings as well.
Well, we're moments away from the players running out in that chase there. It's a great day here up in Maitland. They've certainly turned on the sunshine for us. A little bit windy, and they've got everything happening here. The canteen's open. The face painting's on. I might go get myself a little, maybe a lion later on.
Or a rosella maybe even. Get a rosella on the cheek.
You never know. I might get one of everything up here today at Maitland Sports Ground. But getting back to the footy, that last game was very good. And going to the Curry side now, who are the players out here do you think we've got to look out for, and they're going to make a difference out there?
Once again, it is very strong across the board. If you're looking at number 7, Kathleen Mayer, she's another touch footy background girl from the Maitland area, plays extremely well. Melissa as well, wearing the 9, and through the middle, to be honest, I can't remember who the kicker was, but she plays excellent as well. And it's just they have great spread across the board. Their fire's very strong, very quick as well, with Zoe there. So, they, like the Maitland team, they get a lot of pass out to the wings. So, well, interesting to see how their passing game goes in this wind and whether teams actually account for that or not.
We'll see the 2 sides rolling out there of the tunnel, the chase. That'll be a very good one. The Bulldogs playing with a bit of pink on their jerseys here today, and of course the Cessnock Goannas in that famous black and yellow out there. Both heartlands of rugby league, and the ladies league tag really taking off out there as well.
Yeah, it is. I think coming all the way through the juniors and the seniors, all the team, that's really good to see actually as we look out through the stadium here. Quite a few young juniors that play in the touch football, play in the AFL, play in the league and in the local leagues, all coming down to support these girls, knowing that there is the potential of this turning to league, and they're having both the tag and the league competitions. They're seeing the pathways that it's opening up and pathways that some of these senior players have. As I said, mentioning in our team, we've got 2 girls that play for the Bulldogs in Taylor Gray and M. Cato, and then one in the CRL Knight, so they can see that, you can play tag and also get into a league comp as well, and with Taylor even making the country team.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about pathways here. And Newcastle Rugby League and indeed New South Wales Rugby League doing great work in supporting women's sport. And as we are here on Bar TV Sports, it'll be the Curry Bulldogs running left to right on your screens at home. Cessnock will be receiving. And the breeze has switched again. It's going back across field. Here, Talia.
Yeah, we'll definitely, in the game, be watching out for those flags to watch the movement, because within these first game and just within starting this game, the wind's been changing angles every few minutes, so it'll be interesting to watch and see.
So Curry now with a kick-off, and here they come. So the game started here, and we're going to let you go, Talia, because you've got a game to get ready for. We're going to be joined by Brooke Carter, part of the victorious South side before running the water here today, and Cessnock take the ball up, and that is a good tag in itself.
Yeah, here's Brooke Carter, over to you now.
Thanks very much, Talia. It's been an absolute pleasure. As we get back to the action on the field, Cessnock making about 20 metres off the kickoff here. Welcome, Brooke.
Hello, everyone.
A little bit of heart in mouth early on in that first game there.
Bloody hell, I'm blowing already.
Well, so is the wind. How tough was it out there for the ladies?
Well, they actually did pretty well because I probably wouldn't have kicked like that. They did well when they were kicking for goal too, so that's really good.
Yeah, definitely some great kicking out there. And this game, what are your expectations of this? Some couple good kickers out there for the Curry side. We're going.
They do have a very strong kicking game, Curry, so let's see how they go with the wind. But I'm pretty sure they're sitting pretty well on the ladder together, so this should be a tough game.
Yeah, certainly it's one we always like to see in the Newcastle Rugby League, no matter what division it is, the battle of the coalfields, and the kick there on the last, and she's taken out with some heavy contact there. And that was Rostrom with the kick. We've seen the referees. They've had a pretty good first game out there, Brooke.
Yeah, they did. It was quite hard for us, I think, because they had the pink shirts on with the pink jerseys.
Yeah.
So that's okay. We just thought we would target the ref, and it seemed to work.
Yeah, definitely a couple of those ruck plays you guys put on. Definitely well worked, and some good tries. Some good action here on Bar TV Sports, and the ball popped there, and looking for support, but the last pass just couldn't get caught there by a Tro. A good backup play. So as you said, these two sides sitting close on the ladder.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure exactly what positions they are on the ladder, but they are pretty close, especially with Maitland on the ladder. So.
And Cessnock with plenty of depth in their side as well. They've got almost two sides stacked the bench here.
They do. I think they rotate every 3 minutes, so I'm not quite sure how they get sort of a stable game going, but they seem to be going pretty well, so that's good.
So penalty earned there. Ambram looks to take the tap. She'll go herself. This is the first real chance here for the Goanna side.
Oh, that was close.
And great day put on here by the Newcastle Rugby League, celebrating women, ladies league tag and women in sport in general. That coming out, oh yeah, heavy contact again, and that'll be a penalty to Curry there. What are your thoughts on that, Brooke?
Well, this year it's been happening quite a lot, like you've seen in our last game before. Chantel Graham, she's pretty good at doing it. It's not really her fault. I just think whoever does first contact, then that's the way it's going to go, but that's how it is.
So Katie Carr.
Who's that?
The number 4 here for the Bulldogs. Oh, getting around here, taking the tap herself, and she was looking for support, and she put her foot in a touch. But it was quite an astute run there. Saw the opportunity, she backed herself, and in the end, she was taken over into touch. Losing the tag there, and getting tagged. How hard is it? We were talking before with the wind and the tags. They seem to be getting an extra couple of metres.
They are quite hard to get, especially in the wind, so I think what we just try and do is sort of let it go in the wind, and it just has, they've got to get back and get their tag and lose time, so I think that's a bit of a point that everyone should pick up.
Yeah, Martin with a nice ball on the far side. Here's Morks. Morks going down the touchline, in and away. Oh, she cuts the infield. Can she go all the way? No, she can't. 10 metres short.
That was a good run.
Yeah, good run, but indeed good tag. Last-ditch effort there. Now they come across field, the Curry side. Tro almost over there. Out from dummy half. Oh, little in and away. I thought she evaded the tag there. Ngaro turning back on the inside. Good angle, but the tag taken off again. That was Liddell. So that'll be a turnover, but they look dangerous here, the Bulldogs.
That was a turnover because drop ball over the line, even though she put it down, but you lose contact, so that's unfortunate there for Curry. Looks like she's getting up there, getting all the tags.
Yeah, coming across, working hard out of marker as well. That's another good tag, isn't it? Liddell making up for the drop ball.
That's it. And again.
Yeah, getting away. Wallace, who's come on the field. As you said, the Goanna's making plenty of changes
They do. I think they try and rotate, like I said, every 3 minutes. It's probably quite hard, so they probably should just get on there and run forward. Good dummy there.
Yeah, nice dummy. That was Rowe. They earn the penalty. So Hodge comes on and Wallace comes on for the Cessnock side. Of course, this is always dubbed the grudge match. Who's the side you like playing against the most?
Well, I like competition. Cessnock's actually stepped up this year, but Curry's got some good players this year, so that's really good to see. But the comp's pretty close this year, so that's really good to see also.
Yeah, definitely. And the Newcastle Rugby League, they've done a good job of promoting the sport. Plenty more participation this year as well, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's really good to see.
That was Greenwood taken there. Out of dummy half, there's Rowe back on the outside. She's called back. She looks dangerous with ball in hand though, doesn't she, Rowe?
She does. I think she played in the hooker last year, and yeah, she was very dangerous. She made the rep side with us, and it was really good to see such a young player come up, and now she's jumped into the halves. So I haven't actually watched her play, so it'll be good.
Well, there she was there, and the ball kicked towards the touchline there. Hodge with the kick, and there she goes again. Morks. She looks dangerous on the wing, doesn't she?
Penalty, well, against us, I'm pretty sure she scored the try, so we were like, yep, watch that one with the orange boots. She must be
wear
put on
them
the
orange,
wing now.
You've got to
so.
be flashy, don't you?
Yeah.
That one kicked up to halfway. Morks taking her time to collect the ball. Just taking her time to tap the ball as well. A little bit of confusion on who was going to actually take it. Oh, that's a lovely run there. It's Tro going. Oh, sorry, not Tro. It's Liddell dropping the ball before, but this time she'll go over for a try. And the defence just really wasn't there, was it, Brooke?
No, it wasn't, but like you said, Harmony, she's been right side, she's been chasing tags. Now she's back over the left side, so she's playing all around at the moment, I think. Let's see if they can get this over the sticks.
Well, the fake confusion on the tap might have put the Cessnock defence
out
there. But they certainly look the most dangerous with the ball in hand, don't they, at the moment, the Curry side?
They do. I think Cessnock's just going too sideways at the moment. They just need to push forward.
Tough kick. We saw your side, the south side, now some magic conversions from almost the touchline.
I think what they did was they tried to keep their normal routine, and then Lizzie told me when she came off, she goes, I didn't really know where that was going. She tried to kick it normal, and I think the wind took it over the sticks, so that was a good kick from Lizzie.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Let's see how Curry go.
We've heard about their kicking game, not just in general play, but...
Well, I don't think they're normal halfbacks out there, actually, which is the one who has a really strong kicking game.
That one punched short. It was nice and low, which is what you need to do in the breeze, but unsuccessful. So the score remains 4-0. We've had 10 minutes of play. Cessnock looking for the quick restart. And how important are the restarts here? We saw, again, we'll mention your side, a couple of balls kicked into touch and really got you guys on the front foot.
Yeah, that's what we try to do. We try and get back and see who their weakest players are to try and kick to that sideline. It worked a couple of times for us, so...
That's Preston with a kick there, allowing to bounce the Bulldogs. And here's Liddell again.
Stepping on fire this game.
Yeah, stepping and jinking there was Cameron. Now looking for some width here as they drift across field. Taken was Roxon. The inside ball, nice, clever little play around the ruck. And Stoker, or Stocker is it?
I'm not even sure.
We'll go with Stoker. As I wouldn't mind a fire here today. It's quite cold, 12 degrees. And again, Zoe Morks. There's the kick going over, bouncing. Greenwood there to pick it up, and she'll look for the touchline, but she'll get pulled back, and another good tag there by Carr. They're just not playing one out at the moment, Cessnock. They need to probably play a little bit wider. Yeah, that's right. Because the middle of the defensive line for the Bulldogs is very solid at the moment. And again, just drifting across field. And they need to change the angles up a bit, do you think?
I reckon they should be running through, switching under. Switches always confuse people. You can always dummy and stuff. That's probably what Cessnock need to start doing, but they're not doing too bad.
That's another kick off the side of the boot. Oh, that's a funny bounce and unlucky. But in the end, Carr is there to back up and support. Coming across field, yeah, that was always going to be a penalty there.
Closing the gap there.
Yeah, the gap certainly closed up.
I definitely gave one of them away in the grand final last year, so I think I've learnt my lesson.
So now they come by Liddell. She's been the best out there, hasn't she, so far? Stoker, recipient of the inside ball.
She has, like I said, she's floating right. She's getting all the tags. She's left. She goes middle and stuff. I think she had a league game yesterday too, so she seems to have a lot of energy.
Yeah, and a lot of players in this ladies' league tag play a couple of different sports as well.
Oh, it's always a good thing. A couple of our girls play netball and, you know, touch footy, Oz tag. What's happened here?
Yeah, just call back. She'll have to go back and get her tags as well. And again, more changes for the Cessnock side. Rolls is on the field on the far side, as is Boora. Calls for the tag there. And they're going to take it back there. I thought unlucky there.
Seems to be what they're doing, shifting it off, and then they've got to go back and get their tags, which isn't always a good thing. They need to keep the rolling ruck going.
Yeah,
quick
definitely.
Play the balls.
The quick play the balls are the key. We saw in the previous game how damaging it can be. Just getting to her feet there was Garvey. The field in an immaculate condition out here. Preston is taken though. So good opportunity again for Curry now to attack. Messenger on the field for the Curry side. Coming across in behind for Stoker. She can't go with it. She'll dive on it though. But they lost about 5 metres there, Brooke.
They did. I just don't think they were ready for the ball, but it's lucky that it didn't go forward. So they've still got a couple of tags to go, so let's see what they can do.
Well, they drift across field now. Here's Polglaze. Nice ball to Liddell. Liddell finds herself in space again. And that'll be a well-earned penalty there. She gives herself a clap, and she looks dangerous every time she's got the ball.
They should be setting up now, see what's going on. I've probably got some money that she's probably going to come back through.
Do it all herself?
Yep.
So the tap's taken. Harmony Liddell. She's been the best out there so far. Oh, she...
Surrender there, I think.
Yeah, she surrendered in the tag.
That's unlucky, that.
Now Cessnock trying to make some metres up the field. They haven't really seen the opposition half so far today, the Goannas.
No, they haven't. Like I said, they need to start doing a 2-pass shift or switching some A's underneath. Curry's defence is really good, though.
They almost heard you there, and they did try and pull Musgrove under. And they go again, drifting across field.
I used to play basketball with Ash. She's quite fast and whatnot. She should be drifting behind the ruck and trying to get through holes running off their halves.
Standing quite deep here, the Cessnock side, looking for a deep kick. But Stoker Perfectly positioned. Nice take in the breeze too, and puts the foot down but can't get through the gap. Now just taking their time to get back here, the Curry side. Bit of fatigue setting in. 9 minutes down. Here's Liddell almost stepping and going herself again.
This is probably perfect field position to set something up here.
Do you go for touch or take the tap?
Oh, in the wind, it's probably a little bit scary. I'd probably take the tap there. They're only 40 out.
I called back on the inside. Liddell, nice play. She was a little bit slow to it, though, that time. She's done plenty of work, though.
She has.
Take nothing away from her.
Another penalty.
Yeah, piggybacking up the field. Looking for the quick one. There's Roxon. And they need to get back here, the Cessnock side. They look like they may be in front of that touch judge as well. So that's a big let up, and Curry, they go without the ball.
That was lucky.
Yeah, it was lucky because there was space on the inside. It was the right play as they come back towards the post. And now the penalty goes the other way. The referee squaring that one up, do you think, Brooke?
That was probably lucky for Cessnock. They've just had 3 on the back foot from Curry. So hopefully in their red zone they can get out.
Well, they've struggled to do so far, and the wind certainly switched around from your game, and it's kind of blowing everywhere at the moment.
Yeah, in our game it was only blowing cross field, so it was probably good for us to have the first game. Let's see what Cessnock can bring.
Well, unlucky there. I thought she might have squeezed through. Musgrove. Taken in heavy contact there, Garvey, and that'll be a penalty. And that's a deserved penalty as well, so now they've got the chance to get into the opposition half through a couple of penalties.
Take the tap.
As you said, the wind. You've almost got to take the tap every time, don't you? Garvey listens to us up here in the commentary box as Wallace gets them about 42 out. And they're playing across field. The Cessnock side coming around, chiming in. Nice run by Greenwood.
They're on halfway, so they're slowly getting there.
Yeah, they could do with a penalty here, Cessnock, just to get another set, just to see what they can do in the opposition half. But they're going to go to the boot. Nice kick there by Rostron, finding some space. The kick chase a little late. And Stoker, she's been good all game, and she cuts up through the middle, and the tag taken nicely, one-handed by White.
She is quite strong, actually. I think she normally plays wide, but they've put her in fullback. I think Curry had a ACL injury at training, so
we know all about them.
Oh, don't even talk about it. But yeah, I probably know about 8 girls this season already who have done it, so it's very unlucky.
And how is the recovery going?
Oh, well, I find out on Monday when I actually get surgery, but I reckon I could put a bit of tape on it and play until I get surgery, but my coach says
an ACL.
No. That's it.
As they come across field. Now nice little scoot by Rowe. Offloads and the ball goes to ground. Backwards, says the referee.
Oh, no, they've changed their mind
Yeah,
there.
got a call from the touch judge, Tom Taylor, on the far side, the more experienced of his younger posse out there. As you said, that pink is hard to see, isn't it?
It definitely is, especially when Maitland had pink jerseys. So like I said before, we were just trying to target the ref because they probably would have thought it was some sort of player. So we got through a couple of times on that, which was lucky.
Don't let all your secrets out.
That's okay. They don't play in pink every week.
Now they shift to the right. Trowell that time with a run, taking it to the line. Oh, lovely ball there. And here she comes again. Stoker running towards the touchline. Is she going to get run down? Yes, she is. Nicely.
There. No support from Curry there.
Nice work by Musgrove. She tracked her towards the touchline. Now they go the short side. Martin thought she saw the opportunity. Turn back on the inside. And Garo wearing the 9 jersey for Curry today. This is a kick across field. Directed at the post, but goes over the dead ball line.
They're both probably going to get a breather here, so that's probably not a bad kick, even though it's a 20-metre restart. Cessnock probably need it.
Yeah, 22 tap for the Goannas. We've only seen the one try here so far today. The game threatens to open up as fatigue sets in here at Maitland. Drifting across field now, Cessnock. With 3 minutes remaining in the half, they want to hit back next. Nice little scoot out
Short side.
to the right, short side play.
Inside's there, inside's there.
Preston, she's streaking away. She's going to get cut off though. Nice tag coming across, sliding into it. But there's trouble now. This is the first time the Bulldogs have looked under pressure. Down the very short side. And the tag comes out, but they get the penalty here, Cessnock.
That's good for Cessnock to get all set in positions. They should be doing it. Maybe with a shift. That penalty there with arms around.
Quick tap taken, looking to go over again. Yeah, penalty there. She tried to run over her on the far side.
It happens quite a lot when you get a penalty like that and you just think, you know, I'm going to go myself. It's probably one of the things that we need to start doing is listening to our halves and shift it. But that was just a silly mistake.
Yeah, definitely. They had the opportunity there. It was the first one of the match, to be fair, and it's gone wasted now as the Bulldogs tried to go the length of the field. Offloading. And that's a penalty. So, again, the let off there. So the discipline really hurting the Cessnock side at the moment, Brooke.
Yeah, they've gave away a few penalties. They probably should get a little bit tighter in defence and just play games or just play straight. See how there's a few gaps out there, but that's all right. Like I said, they've definitely improved from last year, so that's a bonus.
Just pulled up short there, the halfback, Maya. Short ball, touch forward maybe, I don't know, but play on. Hodson ran the good line there. Looking for another short ball, that time Stoker ran the underline, but the outside was on, and it opens up now, looking for support. Can't find it. Ngaro.
It's very hard being out there trying to push up because I know there's probably only one girl in our team who does push up. She's quite fit. But when you're out there, you just think, yep, they're away, and then they get tagged and you've got to get there. It is quite hard.
Yeah, definitely the support play. Can't say I'd be there either.
That's it. Normally I might just go. You just think, yep, they're going to keep going. And when they get tagged, you're like, now I've got to work harder.
Yeah, back's already to the try line and already getting back for the kickoff. So Cessnock with the ball now. 30 seconds or thereabouts remaining in the half.
Good
an error there.
So for Curry, but I don't know that they're aware that there's only about 20 seconds left.
Well, they'll get to play the ball now and coming out a dummy half and called back. So one more play here for the Bulldogs. Out of dummy half. Can't quite create anything there. Casey Cameron. There's the hooter there. So one last play. What can they do? The ball shifts wide. And they drift across. Stepping back on the inside. That'll be a penalty.
Dive over the line there, I think it was. That's very unlucky. Cessnock should probably just kick it out here and rethink their second half.
Well, you said she was the player to watch, and she almost scored right on full half time there.
She's got really good feet. She's just so zippy, in and out all the time. So
tap taken, and that'll be half time. What are your quick thoughts on that before we go to a break?
Well, the score's saying 5, but I'm pretty sure it's 4.
Yeah, it's 4-0.
So 4-0 there. Curry's on top, but I think Cessnock can improve heaps. Like I said, going through the middle, they're shifting side to side, but they're not doing too bad as the scoreboard says.
Yeah, certainly field position has cost the Cessnock side, and the one chance they had down in the opposition half, they blew with the penalty. So we'll go into the break. The score 4-0 here on Ladies' Day for the Newcastle Rugby League. Welcome back, everybody, to the Newcastle Rugby League Ladies League Tag Day here at Maitland Sports Ground. We've got the Curry side coming back out on the field, and it's a wonderful day if you are thinking about coming. There's one match remaining. The gates are open, and the crowd, it's certainly come for a great display here of Ladies League Tag. Joined with us is injured a South player, Brooke Carter. Brooke, the first half, it was fairly slow, 4-0 the score.
Like I said before, Curry had a lot of ball. They got all the penalties to go their way. But like I said, scoreboard says otherwise, so Cessnock's still here for a chance.
Yeah, Cessnock definitely still with a chance, especially with that breeze. It's kind of going diagonally across the field, so it will favour the Cessnock side. They struggled to get out of their half in the first half. So 25 minutes away from the result here. And both sides, as we said, it's the battle of the coalfields here on a Ladies League Tag Day. Live on Bar TV Sports. So referee blows time on. So start of the second half, the ball bounces around. They come across and almost getting through there. First up was the halfback there, Ma. Working the short side, Liddell back on the field. She had a very good first opening 15 minutes, didn't she? She was certainly the best out there and the difference.
She definitely did. Like I said, running forward, getting all the tags, chasing, or they're throwing it around here.
Yeah, Stoker just caught there, and that'll be a turnover.
It's a good chance here for Cessnock.
Yeah, right on halfway. Rostron in a dummy half. So Garvey is taken now. They come across field.
Cessnock seem to be going left and right a lot still.
Yeah, certainly they, as you said before in the first half, they need to change the angles and get some people coming underneath, changing direction.
They've got
but they get the penalty
in their favour here.
So tap taken by Garvey as she charges forward, gets them close to the 20-metre line.
Another good run there.
Yeah, getting about 5 metres, and now they're in the attacking zone. Rowe goes through. Pulled back. Garvey running straight. The gap closed up. I thought that she was unlucky there.
That is pretty unlucky. Like I said in the first half, you just got to cross your fingers and hope which way it's going to go, because sometimes the refs say it's, defence. Sometimes they say it's attack. So I'm still quite unsure about them calls, but that was unlucky.
Harmony Liddell with a tap and looks to start something. And here they go down the short side again.
Little dummy there.
As they drift across the field, and Liddell, she's getting through plenty of work again early on.
She is. I think she's a bit fatigued this half already, and we've only just started, but let's see what she can bring in the next 22 minutes.
Metro, centre field, looks to settle the play. Looking for the ball was Liddell, and she finds it, bounces, gets the kick in, and that's a decent kick, and it's a decent chase on it as well. Nice work there, Emma Martin. She strode down the field, she cut it off. Brooke Greenwood, a little scoot out of dummy half, not finding too many metres, but they're playing a little bit wider there again. Not with much direction. That's a better run.
That's what they need to do, just keep going forward.
Drifting across field now. Oh, there was trouble if they could have
got that ball away.
Yeah, got the ball to Musgrove there, and there's 2 players unmarked outside her. Looking dangerous now, the Bulldogs. Up the middle, Carr streaking away. She stops, and she was looking for support. It went the other way. Holglaze in a dummy half. She goes back to the left. Here's Liddell. Liddell stepping and trying to make her way towards the line. Ball pops up. Nice little short ball.
Right side's open here.
Yeah, definitely. They need players coming across and coming around. They do that. And Cessnock, they do well to readjust, but no. The gap opens up. They went across too far, and Mackenzie Rowe goes over. So Cessnock. Sorry, Curry was. I'm all over the place here.
The opposite team.
I'm all over the place here.
You know what you're talking about.
Do we? I don't.
This kick's a little bit closer, so let's see how much luck they've got.
Yeah, so they go ahead. The Curry side.
Cessnock have done a few subs.
Yeah, they've been substituting fairly rapidly, haven't they? With that 10 substitutions on the bench. That one's waved away.
I think she might have kicked the ground on that one.
So 8-0 the score. Just over 5 minutes gone in the half. Cessnock just taking their time to get back. The wind certainly playing havoc with fatigue throughout the game. If you're the Cessnock side, what do you do? How do you get back into the match here, Brooke?
Well, Curry's only got 2 up front. I'd probably look at going short or kicking it over the sideline, either side. It's not a bad kick, that one.
Yeah, they go deep. Bounces, but bounces into the hands as they look to come back quickly through Hodson. So now Curry, dummy thrown there. There's a try scorer, Ma. Nice little offload. She certainly sprung to life. Getting the ball again. Running to the line, looking for runners both sides, but she'll take it in about 8 short of halfway. And Garo, she's been dangerous, hasn't she, out there, the number 9 for Curry?
Yeah, the 9, like you said, Harmony in number 11 there. She's always running hard, which is good. Then number 5, I think it was their winger with the orange boot. She's awesome.
Oh, that's a mistake there. 10 metres out, knock on. So now Curry, they'll be looking to get some quick points here and extend the lead by at least 12. Oh, short side by Carr. I don't know if that was the play. Thought she might have been able to get around the opposition, and now
they need to get back to the middle because then they've got options either side.
Almost popping it over the shoulder there, but they deserved that penalty, I thought, as the gap closed up. That's Am on the field for the Curry side. Coming off the bench here today. And she was close there not to get penalised as well, Brooke.
This close to the line, what I think they need to do is get deep and do a 2-pass shift. Get set, get to the middle, and then, like I said just before, then you've got options either side of the ruck.
Well, they drift across that time. Polglaze is caught. They need some quick play to the left. They do get just that. Inside ball by Stoker.
Oh, that was unlucky. That was touch, so that should be 6 again.
And they go short. Back through Polglaze, and she's taken as the gap closed up. Out of dummy half. Here's Liddell. Almost getting away, and that's
I don't think
fifth
she was
tackle
aware about
turnover.
that.
So as they go to the left now, the Goanna side. 15 out. And again, struggling to get out of their own half again. Ball hitting the deck.
Once again, lucky that didn't go forward because the Cessnock are still in their red zone. That's
Yeah, this is a
run.
better run here. Garvey going up the sideline. Garvey streaking away. Has she got the
She's got the
pace?
pace. Good tag.
Nice
there.
covering tag there. Stoker. She's been good for the Curry side, Stoker.
Like I said before, she played in the centres before, and she is very dangerous and she is quite fast. But this is the first game I've seen her in fullback, and she's doing great.
Kick across field. Chance here for the Cessnock side. The ball bounces, goes into the end goal.
Good tag.
And taken. Nice tag. So they'll get another chance here. The Cessnock side, that was probably their best set they put together.
Definitely was. So they went short side. They've got down the sideline and then caught them in goal. So that's very good. Hopefully they can keep that up for most of the game.
The Curry want to go as deep as they can here, and they do just that.
Good catch
Nice,
on the full.
yeah, nice take on the run by Hodge. Hodge, she's looked pretty good. She came off the bench. Now coming around the corner, Cessnock attacking with purpose now. A bit more direct here at the moment. Coming through, and Garvey's taken. Inside ball.
That was a good play there.
Back to Hodge. Yeah, definitely good play. Trying to catch them up the middle. The kick in behind, and it's no good. Polglace comes across field, turns back on the inside. There she is again, Polglace in a dummy half. She's added a bit more direction to this Curry attack. Stoker calling for the ball, gets it. Now there's a 2-on-1, but they don't use it. As Martin's tagged. 30 out.
I think Curry's a little bit lost here, but scoreboard still up 8-0.
Yeah, last tackle there. They punch that one down. It's touched in flight. They get the penalty there, offside. So that's a big let-off there.
They should be having a good think about what they're going to do here. Have a breather and see what they can bring.
So one out. Here's Polglace again. Drifts across. Finds some support there, but taken easily there, Davis. Drifting across. Nice ball. Back inside was the play, but couldn't quite get it over the top. As you said, that ruck area is sort of opening up for both sides at the moment.
Yeah, it always is. As soon as you turn someone under, the ruck gets lost. So that's what they need to do. We always try and do, our A's and stuff in our red zone. I know fatigue comes in there, and it is quite hard. It's a good inside ball. Oh,
Unlucky. It was a good inside ball, and just the execution wasn't quite there for them. But certainly they're throwing the ball around a lot more, the Curry side. Brooke, this half.
they are. I think they've gone away from structure a little bit because, like you said, they're just throwing it around. They're sort of following what Cessnock's doing, going side to side, and they're not really making many metres this half.
Bit of an injury on the far side to one of the Cessnock players. Can't quite get the number on her.
I think it's Wallace. She broke her foot last year, so hopefully it's nothing too serious.
It looks like it may be a leg injury. And Let's hope it's not too serious. And Rostron comes on. Hopping to the field. So, yeah, looks like it may be a foot or an ankle there. Yeah, that's a good run here. Up the field, still going. Roxon finding some space. Here's Polglaze. Polglaze looking for the inside ball. Finds it. Stoker. That time the inside defence, they were aware to the move. Mayer comes across. And Liddell turned back under. And this is better stuff from the Bulldogs. Polglaze now looking for Martin. Calling her under. Polglaze almost through there, Brooke.
Yeah, they're actually tagging pretty good, Cessnock, but like you said, Curry's got some structure happening now. This is fifth.
Martin with a kick ahead for herself, looking for the goalpost.
That's a good kick.
Has couple coming through. Carr goes over. Carr dives on the ball, and that's a try. Nice try there to Curry. They worked it well. And in the end, right in the stick, so fairly easily conversion at the moment.
I think they were a little bit lost there in the end, and one of the centres just done a little grubber through there, and it was a good kick chase, and they come away with 4 points.
Yeah, she saw the opportunity, didn't she? Kick towards the post. It's a dangerous kick, and the outside players for Curry got over. Katie Carr. Tom Taylor's having a chat out there. We've got under 10 minutes to go in the half. And it has picked up. And as you said, the structure from the Curry side looked pretty good then, Brooke.
Yeah, well, the last set before that was a bit how you going, but they got close to the line and got themselves the try. The kicks are getting closer and closer, so let's see if this one can go over the sticks.
Of course, the wind not making it easy as well, not just off the boot, but on the tee. So Emma Martin, who put the kick in, looking to convert. They're looking for the ball. Coming across, trying to get that one in front of the sticks there.
Don't worry, I've tried that too.
And do you enjoy the kicking part of the game?
Oh, it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but this year I got quite used to it. Last year I was a little bit nervous, but our other halfback, Sam, was out as well, so we've got no kickers at the moment, but we're just trying to train in there and see.
Well, Waterhouse did pretty well today.
She did. She's a good kicker off the tee and stuff, but kicking in play, we're still a little bit lost.
Well, if you're scoring tries, you don't need to kick it, so you scored plenty today. So the score remains 12-0, that one going under the sticks. Ball kicked across field and
luckily saved.
Yeah, nice work there off the legs. Amy Hill. She hasn't seen too much ball today, Amy Hill, on the far side. There's the try scorer, Carr. Looking for runners, drifting across field. Not intended there, and Ma didn't get the best of balls, and it'll be taken back, and that's a penalty. So Cessnock just creeping forward there.
Well, they're on halfway, so that's always an advantage. Oh, what's happening?
Tap taken. As Carr. First hit up, here comes Ma, taking the line on, getting through the line. Has support on the inside, over the top.
That was a good pass inside there.
And Garo there to back up. We mentioned before how important it is. And they were there in numbers that time, the Curry side, as they drive forward.
It's very easy to say to push up, but when you're out there, it's like, just go, please go.
Find that extra gear.
Oh.
Coming across, again, Stoker. This time she can't handle. And it's a penalty to Cessnock this time. Tap taken.
Cessnock have about 5 minutes to try and get some points on the board here.
Well, it's only 2 converted tries, depending on how they kick it here in this wind, but it's certainly a doable task. Now looking to ignite something. Out there was Mackenzie Rowe. Play down the short side. Short ball, but closing up again. That'll be a penalty.
This is what Cessnock needs here.
Now Brooke Greenwood, she takes the tap. Cuts back towards the sideline. Throws the pass and comes off a Curry player.
Cessnock slowly creeping forward here.
So time back on. And that'll be a penalty. Bora takes the tap on, and the Curry side just not getting back there. Tom Taylor with the call from the sideline. Over the top, Greenwood. Can't get outside of opposition. Tries to, though. Bora, nice ball. Preston. She's tagged. Now looking for runners underneath. Straightening up. Just losing a footing there.
They're very unlucky, but like they're, what are they now? 10 metres out, 4 minutes to go.
They need to score this set, you'd think. Little kick in behind, was it, or a drop ball? No, he's going to call the knock on. Thought it might have came off the toe.
And she dummies and goes.
Yeah, dummies, throws, Morks it is. Looking to inject herself midfield this time. Morks in a dummy half again. Stoker looking to open something up. They're taking easy meters at the moment, though, the Curry side. Liddell with the early kick. Not a bad option there, Brooke.
Yeah, no fullback there, so that was a good option there. Curry's got a good chase, but Cessnock's there.
Yeah, Carr coming through. She was the beneficiary of chasing through on a kick before. Lost the tag. $12-0 to score, couple of minutes remaining. Cessnock, can they get back in this? Just taking her eye off the ball that time, Brooke, and that could be a no.
There's still 2.5 minutes left. 2 converted tries. You never know what can happen in that, but they've just lost the ball.
Called back. So coming across now, Ma looking for runners, almost finding Morks on the inside. And Morks goes to Stoker. Stoker stepping off the right. They look for the short side. Now they come across. Here she is, Ma stepping. Nice little turn of foot. She's got support on the outside, goes over the top, and it goes into touch. So looking dangerous there. almost getting through there. Garvey. As the time ticks down, we've got about a minute remaining in the half here at Maitland.
They're running pretty hard now, Cessnock.
Yeah, certainly if they've
2 or 3 good runs.
may have left it a little bit late though as we
late there.
tick into the final stages of this match. Score 12-0. Can Cessnock fight back? Can they get a try back in this battle of the coalfields?
I think Curry's defence is too good to for them to get some points.
Yeah, it's certainly won them the game, hasn't it? Won them plenty of fans. Stoker, she'll have the chance now to go. 60 metres. Cessnock coming across. Oh, she's dropped the ball, and it goes into touch.
By the time they get reset, they might only have a couple of seconds here, Cessnock.
We will get another play in, you'd imagine. There's no fullback there. Little chip and chase, Brooke.
I definitely wouldn't, but I know Sam Redmond, who's also out in our team, she would have looked for the kick. But it is a good option.
So probably last play of the match here as the siren sounds at Maitland. And that'll be the end of the game. Who was your best out there, Brooke?
I reckon 7 for Curry. She had a lot of dummies and going, which was good.
Liddell was also good.
Liddell, she's left, right, middle, everywhere, tag and machine. She's actually come from league and only just joined Curry later in the season, I think. So she's missed a few games. She's jumped in there pretty well. So well done to Curry.
We're going to take a quick break here on Bar TV Sports. We've got the final game coming up. West versus Lakes here on Bar TV Sports. Thanks very much, Brooke. You're going to stick around for the next game?
Possibly.
Okay, we'll find out here at Maitland number 2, Maitland number 1 in just a second. Welcome everybody to the final game here up at Maitland Sports Ground. We've got the Western Suburbs Rosellas taking on the Lakes United Seagulls in Ladies' Day. It's Ladies' League Tag at its best here for the Newcastle Rugby League. And we've seen some great displays earlier on as we are waiting for the referees to get out on the field here. It's been a wild day, a wonderful day here at Maitland, celebrating Ladies' League Tag. It's the Gala day. And there's been some exciting action here for Bar TV Sports. Of course, if you do want to make your main game, contact us here at Bar TV Sports. And this match, the Western Suburbs Rosellas taking on the Lakes United Seagulls. We'll be joined shortly in the commentary box. And at the moment, the referees must be feeling the cold down there because they're taking a while to come out of the dressing sheds. And you can see the players out there having a bit of a laugh about it. And referee will be Sam Carter here today. She's a highly rated young referee, and you can see her coming out there, and the hands are up, as is custom. So the toss out there. So it's the hand behind the back here for Bar TV Sports. So it'll be Lakes with the decision out there, and they'll choose to run towards the highway end. And it'll be West here to kick off. So West running right to left on your screen. Lakes United will be running left to right. Lakes in black and white here today, you might have heard. Looks like someone's forgotten the jerseys up here as they're wearing the Pickers jersey, the Lakeside. Someone's left the jerseys at the laundromats, and we'll go now. It's time on here in the Ladies League Tag match. Nice kick down deep. Looking to come forward is Arden. Stepping across field, and nice direct play here by the Lakeside, one of the more fancied Ladies League Tag sides in this competition. Taking the ball forward, no look pass inside by Daly. Looking for the run by Arden to find some space. Long ball out wide, bounces over the top. Totoli regathers it, and that's going to be a penalty. In the game, first penalty of the game. And how you going?
Yeah, not
good
bad.
Game by the Curry side.
Yeah, good to get a win.
Adam. Yeah, good win in the end. Dummy thrown there, and this game promises to be an absolute beauty, as we've seen already. The Lakeside playing really direct towards this Rosellas side early on. It's the way they play.
Yeah, when they played us, very direct as well. That's where they scored all of their tries, straight down the middle. So they've got the ability to spread it when they need to. So it sets them up pretty well. So,
well, a couple of penalties early on won't do them any harm as well. So they get up to the 30-metre line. Coming across is Daly. Daly looking for runners both sides. Had Ossel on the outside. but she chose to take it herself. Now coming around, and Arden comes around. Nice little work play. Set move off that one there, and they come around the corner. This could be trouble. But she went under there. She thought maybe she could have drawn and passed, Adam.
Yeah, it looked like the option was there. They run a couple of little set plays there, trick plays back behind, so if they keep working that, they might break through.
Daly looking for the kick in behind, finds it, and nicely taken on her own line. That was Gray. She read it well.
Yeah, she's a good handy little player. Taylor plays rugby league as well. I've actually seen her score a couple of tries in that position, so...
Well, she just lost the footing there. I'm sure her eyes got wide open as the defensive line, it was kind of staggered on the chase. It's Hayley Walsh starting the game for the west side. Yeah, good run. That time by Neil. Gets about 12 metres on it. Now coming across. Throwing the dummy, getting him over the 30. So the game's still nil apiece. We've seen some quick tries early on in the Gala day, but this one seems to be just feeling each other out, both these sides.
Decent kick there in the wind as well. Wind's kind of swirling around out there when you're out there, so it just keeps changing direction. So, but Christie there's got an awesome kick on her, so look for that when they get to put it in the air as well.
Now they come across the lakeside. They look certainly like they may have somewhat of an ascendancy at the moment, as they were piggybacked before with penalties up the field. This ladies' league tag certainly growing in stature in the Newcastle Rugby League, Adam.
Yeah, getting huge. Obviously, yeah, lots of teams there and all the competitions as well, so the skill just keeps getting better. It's a really close competition this year as well. I'm sure everyone said that, but last year we had probably 3 breakaway teams in Lakes, and it shows, you had Maitland competing there with South in the first half as well, and obviously Lakes giving it to West here, so dominating the game so far.
Yeah, Arden, that time she was almost through the gap. She's pulled back. Now, Taylor Gray, what can she do from the back pocket? She's taken. Almost getting on the outside of the fence there. She does look electric, doesn't she, every time she's got the ball?
Yeah, she's very dangerous. She won't be afraid to back herself either. So, seen her do some freakish little tries and stuff in this and Oz tag. And, yeah, it'll be interesting to watch her.
Hayley Wright taking that time. Now they come across. Somehow getting away from the tackle. There is Glover. Still going up the field. That's a nice run there by Tegan Glover. Now there's trouble on the short side. Gray's on the inside, but they go to the outside. Coming around, well worked there. It was Kipter taken. Now there's trouble. They use good width here, the Rosellas. In behind, and ball bounces, and Gray goes over, and that'll be a try. Nicely worked, and she pounced on it there. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, nice little grubber there. I think she was almost a certainty to get the first try score the way I spoke her up, so hasn't let me down. And yeah, good try. West, probably the first real chance they've had in their own end. So come away with some points, always a good sign.
Yeah, it was a good lead-up play there. And in the end, Gray, as you said, you've given her plenty of raps, and she did well and scores the first points here. So 4-0, Western Suburbs lead the Lakes United Seagulls. And it's a good atmosphere here today. Certainly in coming years, it'll grow. Plenty of people coming in, plenty of supporters, and a great initiative by the Newcastle Rugby League.
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, it started off last year with the Women in League round. A lot of the clubs played before first grade. So to see this year, as I said, it's just going to grow. Obviously, Maitland put their hands up to host here, so if they move it around different areas, it's be great to see. Obviously, wonderful facilities here. So, and yeah, I just think it's going to keep growing. Things they can do, lots of promotions around it as well. So, it's obviously great for the girls. Get to watch each other play, get to watch your competition, who you're coming up against the next few weeks. So, yeah, great concept, and good to see Newcastle League getting behind women in league.
Certainly is. And Tiana Cummings with the kicking duties here today. No, sorry, it's Houghton. My mistake. And that one's waved away. So 4-0 remains the score.
Definitely not easy kicking conditions out there at all. The ball's swirling everywhere, left to right. So it's one of those things you aim left, hoping the wind will go right, and then the wind goes left. So
yeah, we've been talking about it all day, how tough it must be. Not just kicking it in general play, but certainly added to the fatigue as well out there. We saw in the Curry game, both sides towards the end, struggling to get back on side. And
yeah, I was out there running out of gas as well, so
yeah,
I can see how they were. Breaking down out there in the wind.
Yeah, I would have passed that on today. That one kicked over the head, nicely taken. So here come the west side. Caton looks to go wide early. It's Corey Hughes. Caton again. Getting involved early. And they look like they've sparked into gear as Houghton takes it up. Oh, lovely ball. Dugan unable to go with it though that time.
Yeah, just the straight and hardness there of Lakes really got him through. Sorry, West there really got him through that set there. So made some good metres, unfortunately losing it in the third tackle. But if they keep that up, the metres are there.
Now they come across field. The Lakes side with the ball in possession. Of course, playing in the black jerseys though here today.
Yeah, they've got the Maitland jersey on their jerseys back at home. So it threw me off a bit when I walked out at first. So they're in a bit of a battle there for fourth spot, Lakes and Maitland. So I wonder if they're going to share the points in this one if Lakes get away with it.
Yeah, definitely sharing the jerseys. So I wonder who forgot to go to the laundromat.
I'm going to blame the coach, Logan. He reckons it is not his fault, but I'm going to give it to him and say it was his fault. So
Hostel taken now. They go short side back. Inside play, stabbing in behind, but forward pass is the call. The crowd certainly agreeing with the referee.
Yeah, got a couple of good experienced touches on the line as well today, so one of the benefits of having on the Sunday as well, so some good calls out there being made by him. So Sam's obviously been ref in league tag a long time. She was in one of the original refs in the lower hunter, so she's got the rules down pat as well.
Yeah, good officiating all round today. The games have certainly flowed. Crossfield, Caton was linking up with Gray. That's a good combination, isn't it?
Yeah, they're actually the bestest of friends, Em and Taylor. So Taylor got Em across from Lakes last year. So, yeah, they've got a bit of good work combination. I've seen them play a lot of Oz tag together as well, and they do some wonderful things. So,
we're coming around for the play there. Gray wanting the ball again. Now they go in behind. She ran a good dummy line as well. Now Arden, what can she do? Looks to wind up and looks to get through, but the tag taken. They're looking to play the short side again. Mullins is taken. Both fullbacks have been busy, haven't they? Arden and Caton.
Yeah, they both had a lot of hands on the ball early there, making the metres. So, and yeah, obviously the kicking game as well has come straight down to a couple of them. So, doing a lot of work early.
And Laura Daly with a 6 on her back with a name like that. What number would you expect?
Expect and wonder. I actually read that in the program. I had to look twice. So,
drifting across field, nicely turned back on the inside was Peden. Now they go to the right. Downfield, Gray. Great hands by the fullback. Dumming, stepping through. And again, looking very dangerous with ball in hand.
She's kind of playing a bit of everywhere here, Taylor. Back at fullback, then in the halves, and just kind of floating around. So, and then Em's got the one on her back, and she's doing the same thing. So, I think it's confusing Lakes a little bit there where they pop up.
So, Oki taken on the far side. West in control at the moment. They lead on the scoreboard as well, 4-0. Both sides with decent benches as well as Buckton, who joined us earlier on. She was taken before. That's a lovely kick into the corners, just slowing the play down.
Perfect then, obviously getting in the corner hard with the wind and trying to get them work it out with the wind in their face. So that's what I'd be playing if I was both teams coming into that corner in that half. So
coming off their line now, the Lakes United side. As you said, needing to win this to keep that top 4 spot alive.
yeah, getting very close there. Obviously with our win today as well, puts a bit of pressure. We've actually got Lakes twice in the next 2 games, so a big jump there. If they can West come over this one, puts a pressure on them there. So
Yeah, the skill level certainly from those fringe sides, as you mentioned before, is picked up. We've noticed on our Bar TV sports highlights, which we bring to you every week.
yeah, it's amazing, just the difference from last year. As I said, Central and South, West were thereabouts. Lakes had a pretty good season as well, but the difference is just amazing how much has improved. And it's just going to keep getting better as well. So, in games, confidence as well. Teams get close. You saw Maitland's confidence in that first game. They got close to South and they just picked up. So,
Yeah, definitely. Cavalieri taking 15 out now. Here's Gray. Gray back on the inside. Samfield. Oh, Gray comes around. Nice, well-worked step move there. Just goes without it, though.
Lake Centre there did really well to rush in and read that one. Put a lot of pressure on her to catch that. So, not sure which way it's going to go, but yep.
Yeah, it's going to be play the ball to Lakes. So forced to work off their own line again. I wouldn't say they've been starved of possession, but they haven't had it in the best of field positions, the Lakes side, as Arden now takes them forward.
Ever since that first probably 5 minutes, Lakes are all in their end now. It's just been constantly down West End, so got to try and do something to get a bit more control there. So
another touch on the ball for Arden. She's taken almost 20 out. As Daly drifts across field, looking to link up. They played very direct early on, didn't they, the Lakes side, and they just seem to have lost their way a little bit here. Looking for runners. Now this is better on the fringes here by the Seagulls. As Peden's taken. About 8 short of halfway. That ball off the bird, off the side of the bird, and no one really wanting anything to do with that. And that'll be a turnover. Stanfield, dummy. It opened up for her.
yeah, the gap's there for her. She's just going to keep showing her going. She's got Rihanna Kipter outside of there as well. Who's a very dangerous player, so they just won't know what she's going to do if she keeps running the line, those two. So
Well, Gray drifted across field there, almost creating the gap. Well, that's a heavy bit of contact there. Sipter. Out of dummy half. This might be trouble. Taken back. Good tag. Now they drift across field again. The Rosellas. Stanfield, the captain, taken. Centre field. Kipter. Into the end goal, but taken nicely by Arden.
seems to be the go in this game down that end. A little bit of a grubber in the in goal. We scored a try off it. West have scored a try. It just seems to be pulling up nicely. So I think it's something they're going to keep working when they get in their own end there.
It's what they call a soft 7 here at Maitland here today.
It's definitely better than the old ground. I played a lot of games on the old ground here, and haven't got the chance to play here. But it's just amazing. So
It's a great facility, isn't it? That ball kicked away and taken nicely. Glover charges forward. Still going is Glover. Now Gray goes back inside. They go outside. Oh, the gap opens up, and that's a try. Dugan goes over next to the posts.
Yeah, well worked there. I said, just going to that line. That support play with the hole next to her. Jackie's obviously got wonderful use of the hip movement there, straight to the gap. So it's opened up very well for West there. So
yeah, it was a lovely, well-worked play, wasn't it?
yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't actually see who passed that one. But
Well, Gray came back on the inside. She took a couple of players with her and it just opened up on the outside. But the run prior to that by Glover just really set the platform for the set.
Yeah, Glover, she cut us to piece as well. She scored quite a few long-range tries. So obviously, West has got strengths all over the board. As I said, if someone goes and tries to take Taylor there, it opens up for Jack. You just don't know where to stop him. So, obviously, their set plays are perfect.
Yeah, definitely 8-0 the score. Kick to come. The first one was certainly gettable. This one a little bit easier.
Yeah, Christy here, she can hit him from anywhere on the sideline stuff. I've seen her do some magnificent kicks. So, I said the wind, but I think this on a favoured side. If she starts at left, I reckon he'll come back to right with the wind, if the wind doesn't change again.
Don't pull a face as the ball comes off the tee. We've seen most of the sides use a secondary supporter there to hold the ball on the tee, but
yeah,
not in this case.
I had the wife down the park doing that this morning, and I feared for my hand, that's for sure.
Well, that's nicely struck, but waved away.
So he started left, but no wind to bring it back right there.
Yeah, the wind certainly dropped off as she ran in there, didn't it? 7 minutes remaining in the half. And to be fair, it's been almost all Curry.
Did you write Elise's name?
As the supporters unaware that the effects mic is right in front of them.
Not going to be associated with those people in front. We'll just pretend we don't know who they are.
Yeah, definitely. Let's just hope they don't bag us out. For the world to hear on Bar TV Sports. Taken a little bounce over the top. Tough one to take there for the captain, Stanfield. Dummies tries to go left, but then in the end she goes right. Gray looming on the inside. Durgeon, the try scorer. She looks dangerous, doesn't she? Playing in the 15 jersey.
Yeah, she's one of those people that can just float around the field and play anywhere. I think she might be playing a bit of lock today, but I've seen her play fullback in the centres, in the halves. So she just pops up in the right spots all the time. So just, capable of breaking the line straight away.
And Gray with the ball. Drifts across field.
And I was there for a 360. I think she thought a tag was off, but stays on. Lake's working it up here. Yeah, Keely Mullins. If they go back to their direct play here, it's like they're doing is taking him straight up and look to set something up. Back to Tully bringing a play under. Into third. Back to the fullback again. Coming up to fourth tackle here. Made some good early meters. See what they do with the kick in the air. Right into their eyes in the sun. Great take by Taylor Gray. Bit of heavy contact there. Not sure which way it's going to go here. Yep, it's gone the penalty to Lakes. Contact on from Taylor Gray into her. Maya Peden looking to take the tap. Tooley. Peden again. He's come back for a tag on back to Tooley. Tag 3 there for Lakes. Looking to set something up. And penalise there, I believe, and not playing a ball with a foot, so waiting for the signal, but it looks like the case. Westgate had a bit of trouble there. Lakes putting the pressure on with a couple of back-to-back sets. Dungeon looking to put something on out here to the right. Straightens up. Another good tag there. Another good tag. Lakes. Tag 2 there for West. Dodds has a run. Breaks the first one, and great tag covering defence by Lakes there.
That's a great effort here. Just went and got my face painted by the lovely ladies.
Looks beautiful, butterflies.
Yeah, well, I was told to get a rosella earlier on, but I went for the butterfly just to keep it neutral, and that's a nice kick downfield. Bouncing, popping up, and pops up in the hands of Arden. A little bit of confusion there, a dummy half, so making nothing on that one was Oki. And now coming across field. Linking up for Cummings. She's been good today, Cummings. Daly calling a player inside. She looks classy, doesn't she, Daly?
Yeah, she's gone the line quite well there a few times. Looked dangerous. They get a bit more support off her out this right-hand side. Might be able to break through, so...
Yeah, just on the right edge is where she's positioned. Kick downfield. Nice one finding space. Gray's going to have to come across and loses the footing again.
She's got a bit of a stagger defence here, so she'll be looking to try and break through.
Oh, great on her feet, isn't she? And now she comes across. Dummy's thrown. But great return there. It's Hayley Wright. Take it on the 40. Now they come across. Nice ball out the back. Caton links up. But Dodds just can't evade the defence. So taken back and the tag flying away with his breeze, and that's been one of the problems of the day, hasn't it?
Yeah, one in the first game I saw, it just kind of floated through the air. They chucked it up and didn't know where it was going to end up.
Yeah, it almost ended up in the Hunter River trying to catch a carp. Now the West line up. There's a minute and a half remaining. Nice kick downfield, but it's called back.
Looks like she was tagged before. Was it a forward pass?
Yeah, looks like she's signalling forward pass.
This wind just takes everything in consideration. Forward passes, tagging, kicking.
Yeah, considering the conditions here today with the breeze, the skill level has been absolutely amazing here for the Newcastle Rugby League Ladies League tag. There's been few and far between, mistake-wise.
Yeah, that's what we said to our girls. Keep it short and sharp, no long passes. But some of the ball work out here you've seen, it's like the wind isn't even there for some of it.
Well, it's kept the games a lot closer as well. And certainly made it very hard for sides to get off their own line.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's a really hard one because the wind's changing direction. You think you haven't got it with you for the first half. In the second half, you haven't got it with you again. So just keeps mixing it up.
Oh, inside ball. Arden almost threatening. She's been threatening all day. The fullback for the Lakeside. Daly linking across field. Here she is again, Daly now putting the kick up on the stroke of half time. It bounces over the head there of Dodds almost, and she catches it. So that's going to be half time there, and the score 8-0. A pretty open half, and anyone's still in this match.
Yeah, Lakes obviously had a lot of possession on their own line towards the end, just like they did at the start of the half. So they can keep that control, they'll get themselves back into the game.
We're going to take a quick break and come back with all the second half action in this final Ladies League tag match. It's Western Suburbs 8, Lakes United 0. Welcome back, everybody, to the final game here in the Newcastle Rugby League Ladies League Tag Day. We've got the Western Suburbs side leading Lakes United 8-0 here at Maitland Sports Ground. And the final 25 minutes of the day. And it's going to be a very good half of football. We saw both sides in that first half start off with a bang, and they're playing very direct, very fast rugby league, ladies league tag rules, of course. And both sides threatening on the fringes and up the middle, so it's on everywhere, all over the park. Of course, the game and the coverage brought to you by Bar TV Sports. If you want to grow the game with your association or indeed club, contact us here at Bar TV Sports. Like us on Facebook, Twitter, our YouTube channel, and indeed our website as well. And Adam, you've got a special guest for us. Introduce yourself to the world.
Hey guys, this is Emma Hodson from the Curry Curry Bulldogs.
Oh, good game today too.
Yeah, it was
Great. Out
great.
there. Plenty of touches on the ball, but we're into the final stages here today. As Lakes United's side playing in the Pickers colours, up the top half anyway. And how's the day gone for you?
Yeah, really great. It's great to see all the girls out there having a run around and doing it for women in league.
Yeah, definitely is. Glover takes it forward. She was good in the first half, wasn't she, Adam? She adds some directness to this Western Suburbs line speed.
Yeah, she broke the line a couple of times, got through there. So I said she scored some pretty good long distance tries. So I don't think want to be too far away if she keeps breaking that line.
Caton coming out the back and finding support. I thought she got the ball away, but a little bit of confusion between both players there. Referee said play on.
Yeah, Taylor just gave herself away, then went back and said, yeah, we'll give you another chance. So set themselves up for the kick anyway.
Yeah, nice high kick again. She's been good at the back, Arden. She looks threatening, and it's a bit of a broken chase. How important is the chase out there?
Yeah, it's really important that you get there and get onto the ball and stop them from getting through.
Oh, the intercept. Can she go all the way? No. Pulled up, and that's a penalty. I don't know.
Penalised for going early there, but read it well anyway. Obviously something to watch out for them. Trying to throw that long pass in the wind is going to hold up. I know they're onto it now, though.
Yeah, definitely. And you played out there before. We've spoken about the wind up here in the comfort of the commentary box, or somewhat comfort up here. How is it out there?
Yeah, it's pretty windy out there, a little bit unpredictable, but you know, you just have to shorten those passes up and keep it tight.
It's good to see she listens to what's said before the game starts.
I was going to say that's a direct of your speech you gave us before here, Adam. So direct quote. Well done.
Thank you.
You'll keep your starting spot.
Great.
She actually captained the team today for the first time with our usual captain out injured, and she's 100% record.
Yeah,
You won't want to captain again, will you?
We're coming across field now. The Lakeside dummying, going through almost. As now they pick up, going from dummy half, and Daly getting plenty of touches on the ball again in this second half as she plays on that right edge. We saw her inject herself and come across field as well. Here she is with the ball again, kicking it towards the try, the touchline rather, and the ball goes out.
So Lakes' way there is saying, let's play it down our end. So kicking out, and obviously we saw them control a lot of the ball in their own end in the first half. So obviously hoping to force an error here from West.
8-0 the score. And we have said all day it's been tough getting off your own line and out of your own half.
It sure has been.
Oh, nice work there on the far side. Just caught up. That was Rihanna. She looks quick as well on the ball.
She is quick and she's very hard to get through when she's swiveling those hips.
Rihanna was actually the player of the year for the Players Player of the Year last year for the league. So obviously, you know, massive thing for her. A lot of respect from the players you play against. So
Gray good out of dummy half, turning Glover on the inside. And they've been good at that today, Wes. The angle runners. Well, that could have been forward there to Dodds, but Lakes come up with it anyway. Peterson has the ball.
Also got M. Catton and Sarah Dodds, both from Lakes last year, trying to use that old Lakes combo to, you know, hurt Lakes out wide. So that's about the fourth or fifth time they've tried to run that wraparound. So
yeah, the combination's pretty good out there, and Nice darting run out of dummy half. It's Houston. She was quite nippy out of dummy half, doesn't she, Houston?
Yeah, pretty quick.
I'm sure she was actually at Central last year, Bella Houston, so don't quote me on that, but they've obviously got a whole different team here, Lakes, compared to last year. So you've got Beck to Tully, the halfback, come from South, and obviously new coach Logan's brought a lot of new girls in. So
plenty of brown paper bags in the Ladies League tag comp, is there?
Only for one team, but we won't say anything there.
Coming around the corner, good run. This is what the Rosellas need. Their captain, Stanfield, she stood up every time she's needed to be counted. Oh, that's a lovely flat ball. Hayley Wright. Gray in a dummy half. Nice chase out of marker there, putting pressure on the kicker. Letting the ball bounce, so it goes over the head of Christy Lee Jones and goes into the in goal. So the chase is on. She's going to have to do well. She does very well to get and evade the tag there.
Fabulous tag.
Tag on the line. The first one would have got her in goal.
There's an example of that wind picking up again there. I think that wind picked up just as the ball bounced. Got her over her head and then pulled up again and let the ball stop. So, as we said before, not an easy place to pull the ball up here at Maitland.
As they come across now, the Lakes over the head there of Peden. Won't be happy with that.
I think it's where Lakes just got to go back to their basics. They do so well, just taking those first three up, then trying to use it, get themselves a bit more dominance, a bit more possession up in their own end.
10 minutes gone in the half. Wes looking to get some more points on the board here. Is Dodds going wide, running across field, almost getting through. Unlucky there. She scored one try already. Here's Gray reaching for the ball that time. Now they're going across field, ball bouncing. It's 1-on-1, but in the end, nice work by the Lakeside.
She deserved to score that try, the winger out there, that pick up. Astonishing. Just kept bouncing, and she got her hands on it wonderfully.
Yeah, nice hands off the ground. Inside ball. It's looming here for the West Sides. Last tackle now. Ball comes across out of dummy half and tag taken.
Yeah, back to Tully saving a try there. Looked like she was going to go through for sure there, the hooker from West. So
yeah, she's been pretty good, hasn't she, Hayley Wright?
Yeah, she's been a wonderful player. Same last year, she's carved people up, so gives great service and really gives the halves a chance to play. Also gives them a good rest when they need it.
So Lakes start of possession in the opposition half as Laura Neal takes one. Peden with the dummy. Nice run out of dummy half again. Offloading to Daly. Daly almost getting through the line. Opens up and that's a nice tag from behind. The arm comes out. Poetry in motion. The kick, I don't know if that was needed by Daly. It wasn't the best of kicks and almost through again.
Yeah, the wind definitely has changed direction again here, so Paul Lakes, they're running against the wind the first half, and now they're running against it now. So
it's an 8-point breeze.
Yeah, 8-point breeze is now going against them again. So they really want to get the ball down the other end, but the kicking game's just going to be impossible.
Oh, that was lucky there. I thought that might have been forward. Yeah, the touch judge gave the call down here.
Definitely look forward. Unlucky there.
This is obviously Lakes' chance now. Hold this ball, get in their own end, and get a bit of control back.
So just trying to realign here. The Lakeside, they look a little disjointed at present. Taken around the hips there. That could have been a penalty.
Yeah, you would think she did wrap her arms around her, but unlucky there.
Picked up there. The Western Suburbs halfback. Here's. Now they go to Caton. Caton been very good, hasn't she? She hasn't broken the line yet, but she's really threatening to do so in the second half. Fatigue setting in.
Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before she slices through. She looked dangerous with the set plays. As I said, I'm still not sure what position she's playing. She's got the one on her back, but she's just floating everywhere.
Oh, the little leg comes out of there as Glover almost finds herself through. She's playing so direct, isn't she? Very fast on the ball.
Yeah.
Ball goes wide, looking to exploit the edges down the left side. Now Gray comes across. Looking for support there and just running out of options in the end.
Yeah, the team trying to let it know it's a fifth there. I think she obviously lost count of the tackle count, but still not a bad place to hand the ball over, trying to get Lakes to work it out.
Yeah, 30 metres and almost as if she was trying to catch the Lakes defence unaware. They were up for it. Yeah, she's defending a fly half, isn't she, Emily Caden? 5'8", sorry.
Yeah.
Wrong game.
Yeah. Probably played a bit of rugby union. I actually plays league herself, so she might like playing fly half. You never know.
Ball comes around. Now here's Peden with the ball in two hands. There's support on the outside, but in the end the ball goes over the touchline, but that was a good piece of enterprising play.
Yeah, got to give West credit there. Obviously wonderful slide defence. Looked like they had a 3-on-1 out here on the left-hand side, but they covered it well and obviously forced Lakes into a mistake.
Put the pressure on.
Back on the inside. Now they come across Caton again, offloading. Couldn't quite get Durgeon through the line. Of course, already with the one try today.
It's been a real grind here to start this second half, back and forward. Lakes obviously doing some wonderful defence because West have had a lot of chances.
Yeah, they have. The ball popped out. Looking for support there. Thought she may have got away with it there, Grady. Now coming across. Here's Gray. Oh, that acceleration through the line, running into the referee. Unlucky there because there was players looking, grabbing and trying to get to it, but I don't know if they would have.
Very unlucky.
I'm not sure what the ref's ruled here. She's pulled her up, so I think it's going to be another set of 6 to West due to referee interference. So traditionally we go to a scrum, but just to play the ball here in Ladies League tag.
Now coming across the captain, inside ball, Durgeon. She almost forces her way over the line there.
A real body on the line defence there by Lakes, got in front of him and to make sure they made that tag.
Here's the skipper again. Stanfield, she has lifted the side here. Gray now coming around, getting the ball, a little kick in behind, but the wind had nothing to do with that. It was just too much on it.
Yeah, there's that Maitland bounce again. As I said, famous Maitland bounce. You don't know what it's going to do. It's either going to pull up or end up in East Maitland.
Thanks for joining us. And as we come into...
Emma's off now to celebrate that first captaincy win, so...
Yeah, well, she deserves it. It was a good effort in the game before, and here comes Caton again. Nice ball, but can't go with it now. Lakes. I thought they might have had the chance there to go up the field, but lost the tag. As Hughes, she's looking for the tag, but Peden pulls up. Now to Tolley. Probably needs to get more touches on the ball, doesn't she,
Yeah,
Tolley?
wonderful player. Played at South last year, and she's really taken control of this Lakes team. Her and Bella Houston obviously coming across as well. So I watched them play against Cessnock a few weeks back, and yeah, when Beck takes control, she can do anything.
Well, there she was there to Tolley. Now coming around for another chance to get the ball going. Nice little switch play. Noki coming off the wing. Bella Houston to Daly. Daly cutting through. Daly caught there. And
Very hard to see the tags here with Lakes. Obviously got the same colour tag as their shorts, so I thought she was sealed in for sure then.
Oh, nice straight run. Cummings trying to get it going. Here she is again. Outside. Here's Eastham. Eastham will be taken on the wing. Tatoli looking for runners, and that's a good run there. Mullins getting them inside the 20-metre line. Little grubber in from Houston, and Houston meets a match there in grey.
Yeah, Lake's trying the West technique there, just grubbing an in-goal. Obviously, we saw it work for West in the first half, but obviously Taylor Gray's worked through well. We've got a penalty here for a 360 here on West, so Lakes will get another opportunity.
Yeah, Lakes, with 10 minutes to go, they're still in the match. It's 8-0.
You know that 8-point breeze could be back. It could have changed direction again.
Well, it looks like it's completely died down, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what it
blown
wants.
away the flags on the far side.
They want you to think it's died down, and there's picks up again.
Tatoli taking one in. Good ball.
So Lakes need to set themselves up here. Look like they've got something set on the left-hand side.
Here's Tatoli again. Peden comes back on the inside. 5 metres out.
He's going to keep himself settled, Lakes. Obviously, we saw how good West side defence is, so if I was looking for a bit of inside balls or something here, get them sliding, so if they can set themselves up.
Well, Peden has the ball. There's options both sides. And Peden goes to self that time. They need to get towards the post, and they do this time. Daly getting players around. Arden, midfield. Here's Daly calling for the ball. Wants it quick. As they come across field, dummy's thrown, and the tag is taken off Laura Neal. Here's Houston. Houston. Arden with nowhere to go there. Now Tatoli calling for it. Has Peter on the outside. They go in behind to Houston, causing the overlap, and that'll be tagged there right on the try line.
Fortunately, she's put the ball down after tag then, so just like a knock-on in the ruck will be a changeover on West ball. West really need to complete this set here. It's obviously going to come out to the 20 because it's over the try line, so gives them a good head start.
They'll be happy with that out to the 20-metre line. That's a big let-off there, really, isn't it?
Yeah, Lakes just control, and there's the error again. Lakes pressure here. They're really getting up in defence to put pressure on West, so West just can't get their own end at the moment.
Well, can they hold on the Rosella's side? Tegan Glover that time, first mistake of the game, and she's had a wonderful game as Daly now moves across field, stepping off the right. Here's Neal. Neal offloads the ball, goes wide, and there's a bit of space out there for Cummings. Now to Tolley with the ball. She's dangerous. Inside to Peden. And they go outside to Keely Mullins.
Once again, losing the ball early in the set there. A little error after being tagged, so once again, West get the opportunity to work it out.
Yeah, turnover. They'll be unhappy with that as they go back towards the right. West now, they're the ones struggling to get out of their own 20.
Yeah, certainly been a game of, I won't say two halves, but two halves within the halves.
That'd be quarters.
That would be quarters, yep.
Back to the action now, and the inside ball to Gray. Oh, she's looked dangerous on that inside angle and really good at linking up with the outside players as she comes back and changes direction. But that time she loses the ball.
It's kind of lurking in support there, waiting to run through. So once again, though, West struggling to get out their end, and Lakes with another opportunity to really make it a good final 7 minutes.
Well, Daly does well out of dummy half there, picking up almost 10 metres. Oh, the dummy's thrown for Oki and almost getting through as well. It's, as you said, it's hard to see with the tags out there. They are the same colour.
And the benefits of having blue shorts. So I don't know if the girls out there are struggling to see them the same, but
it's a turnover again for Lakes. They just can't consolidate and can't execute at the moment in the opposition danger zone.
Wonderful hands there by Jackie.
Yeah, nice ball as well. A good angle. And Peter with a good tag too. Houston that time. This is good work here. And the captain again puts a hand up. Stanfield Every time she's been called upon, she's done well, hasn't she?
Yeah, she just runs a very straight line there and really gets them on the front foot. It's what they've needed for the last 3 sets, so puts them in a good position to kick and try and keep it down Lakes End.
Well, they do just that. That is almost the perfect kick. That's exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, about 2 or 3 metres back then it would have been close to a 40-20, so...
Now Lakes have to go almost coast to coast, you'd say.
And we'll see if this is the dominance here, see if West can keep them down there, and it seems to be the theme of the day, so...
So Lakes now looking to attack. Out of dummy half was Houston. Neil taken. Oh, the dummy's thrown. Yes, the tag's still on. Tatoli running away from Gray. Daly going to the right. Daly now looking for runners out wide. Inside to Houston, though. They'll set the play up. That's exactly what they wanted. Neil offloading to Arden. Arden pulled up. Midfield. Tatoli to the left. She gets the ball. Peden now looking for kick. Yeah, but it's taken on the side. It'll be interesting to see what's ruled here. Maybe a knock-on.
Yeah, ruled a knock-on there by Lakes off the kick. I think they ruled play that as well from West there. But
well, it wasn't the last, was it? And really probably should have played one more set at them.
Yeah, just looking to get into that corner. I said try those.
Oh, that's lovely footwork. Somehow Peden got her arm out. She's defended well on this edge.
Yeah, definitely. They've thrown a lot of arm down this edge, as we said before. Had Catton and Dodds combining, and yeah, they've stood tall this Lakes left-hand side.
Out of dummy half this time. Haley Wright offloading. Only Sipta. Right, now she goes up the field, 30 metres out. Nice work by her opposite there, Houston. They go back through Dodge to the left. The marker's a little bit lazy there. As Caton is taken.
Not a bad option again there by West. Obviously, don't want to risk the kick, and who knows where it could end up in this win. So it's handing it over and making Lakes work it out.
So, with the time slowly ticking, Lakes really need to score fairly shortly as Tatoli takes them forward. Here's Daly. Daly finds Peden. Peden steps on the inside and evades the tag in the first instance, but gets pulled up 5 metres after the fact. And they look like they're just trying too hard at the moment as Houston puts a nice high kick downfield. Should be taken, though. That's a lovely take, isn't it?
Great take in the wind. The wind picked up just as she kicked that. Didn't know where it was going to go and never looked in doubt, did it?
No, definitely not Gray. She's been superb at the back. As Dodds now tries to break the line. And West look like they're pretty much in control at the moment. Adam?
Yeah, 2 minutes ago, West look like it's going to grind it out, just complete their set, so not doing anything silly to hand the ball over and obviously guide themselves to a victory.
So out of dummy half. That's a good, well-worked little ruck play there.
Yeah, they have their inside balls back on there, back to their play the ball or their marker. Sorry, they play the ball their dummy half, so trying to get at that marker.
Looking for the kick there, but wasn't the last. The Lakes side hung off her. That's a nice kick and couldn't quite get to it on the full there, Arden. Bounces, but it comes back up into her arms. She tries to work herself around, but shown the sideline by Grady. Did well.
Lakes got to be proud of their effort here, obviously competing against West. We spoke about before, it just shows how close the comp is. And they've stood up tall and had a real crack at West here and put a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah, certainly have. And ball offloaded. Looking for 6 more. There's a minute and a half remaining. They'll need as many as they can get, the Lakeside. As the kicks across field, will bounce up. Oh, unlucky there for the West player in Grady. So they'll get one more shot, you'd think, here. The Seagulls, but the game all but over.
Never know, possible 8-point try, anything's possible.
Well, your hopes are as high as a low-flying seagull.
I'm a Parramatta supporter. You never give up hope. They snatch it away from you.
Well, here's Tatoli. Now, Houston going wide. Daly, she's been good all day. Arden out wide. Neal. Not playing with any real depth, though. The Lakeside. Daly goes back to Oakey.
I think the West coach would have set the instruction out just to defend the line here, try and keep them to 0. Their side defence and overall defence of West, and their desperation to make the tags has been wonderful. So obviously you don't want to concede at the death.
Well, Daly calling for the ball, taking the line on. Big long pass and can't hold on to it. 6 seconds remaining. Trying to take it off the line there, and that should be full time there. Thanks for joining us. Who was your best out there for the final game as Western Suburbs win 8-0 against Lakes United?
Yeah, can't go past Taylor. Taylor Gray obviously popped up in a few key spots, safe as houses at the back. Jackie Dungeon then for Lakes, obviously, yeah, Beck Tatuli. You know, really come to life there when they needed it, and the hooker Bella Houston. So overall, good performance there by West in these conditions. Did what they need to do to get the win.
Yeah, they got the early points, didn't they, the Western Suburbs side? They defended it well and ran out winners. It's been a great day here for the Newcastle Rugby League, a ladies' league tag up at Maitland. Thanks very much for tuning in for the coverage all day. I'm Gareth Wozik, and we'll catch you next time.